Hey.
What up?
We're here. We're doing the damn thing.
And we're coming at you with more than one camera now.
Yeah. The dual camera setup.
So now you can do the office, like.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to say this really stupid.
Yeah, that'll be great. I can't wait. Yeah. This is cool. I like it. I like that these things are not here either.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like a little less distracting.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
In hindsight, it was a good idea before, but that was before we had cameras. And it was like way better that way.
Exactly. And when we had it angled up against that wall too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it makes
sense.
So
now, yeah, it's open up. So we're going to go back to using these little guys again.
Hell yeah.
Make life easier.
Sweet.
And we can actually just put them. Like, this was great. Like, I don't need to put up the other mics, obviously. But it'll just, it's a matter of just literally putting them up. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, problem solved, I guess.
Hell yeah. Is it working? Did you check?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure because I don't know how any of these work. I don't understand it.
Otherwise, this episode will be just a video of you.
Great, yeah. The world needs to see that, man.
So what's new? What's going on in the world of Jason?
I bought a Switch Pro controller before I came here today.
Sick.
So that's fun. Because, video games are a thing of now. And they've been a thing of now. But now that we're all in quarantine, I feel like I've been playing more than ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, more often than not. I'm usually playing it a lot.
You still Animal Crossing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How's that going? How's the...
It's crushing it. I'm crushing it, dude.
How's the market for...
I've been giving away money to certain people, like friends of mine that don't have like a lot of cash, or I'm trying to like turn them on to the black market of the turnip trading. I just gave somebody 2 million the other day, 2 million bells just to get started. Yeah, so that way they have enough to buy a shitload of turnips and then flip them for even more money.
So what do you want in return?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing. I'm not going to ask for anything. It's like a fucking fake ass game. Like people get like fucking malicious with that shit. Like
I believe
people
it,
like there's community groups on like Facebook and shit for Animal Crossing, and I was in one for a minute just to see what it was like because you could like people. This is like fucked up now that I'm thinking about it. But so you have on your island, I think you have 10 villagers total that like live on your island at once. So they all have their own houses. They're all different animals with different names and shit.
Yeah. Who you can like kick off the island.
Kind of. It's sort of like they come and go. Like, some people will move, some people will stay. You could convince them to stay. You could convince them to go, like depending on if it's triggered or not. But there's a thing you could do where, like, let's say I had an island and one of my favorite characters on my island is Camo Frog. And let's say Camo Frog was moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I don't give a fuck about Camo Frog. And you had like a vacant spot on your island, like somebody already left. Because the game will just randomize and pick somebody to come to your island, like normal. But if you have a vacant spot and you come to my island when Camo Frog is getting ready to move, like that one day he's getting ready to move, you just have a conversation with him and like you could convince him to move to your town, to your island.
Oh.
Because he's getting ready to leave, and you could be like, "Hey, come to my fucking island." And he'll be like, "All right,
it's way cooler than this one."
Yeah, but on these fucking community groups, people will sell their villagers. Like, say you wanted somebody like specifically, like people will like.
Why? What do they do? Do they like provide certain things?
Sort of. Yeah, they can. Like, there's different types of villagers that have different personality types. Like, some are jocks, some are snooty, some are like angry. But like some of them, like if you trade them gifts and stuff, they could give you certain types of gifts that others won't and stuff like that. So it's like access to items and shit. It's really not. It's like really if you're a fucking insane perfectionist, like I could give a fuck. Like I like that.
They're not giving away like rare items, are they? Or
no.
What? Okay.
Some villagers are rare though. Some are more rare than others to have on your island.
How many villagers are there? It's got to be like
a lot.
So many.
There's a shitload, yeah. But there's all kinds of different animals. You know, it's like you could have favorites based on your personality, based on what they look like. I don't really have a favorite in particular. Like I like Roscoe on my island because he's an asshole and he's like a black horse. He's really sick. He's just a dickhead, but he's nice to me. But he gets in like arguments with other villagers. Like if I catch him having conversations
like
with him,
yelling at him.
Well, kind of, yeah. He's definitely like pissy. Camo Frog's cool too. But anyway, like,
do you name them?
No, they're already pre-named. They're already pre-existing.
Frog.
Yeah, that one's kind of weird, man. Like, he's just a camouflage frog. Like, they don't have they couldn't come up with another name for him, I guess. He's the shit, though. I do like him. I've had a couple guys come and go that I didn't like, that I tried to provoke to go, and it kind of worked after a while. But,
shoot.
yeah. But, like, I don't know. Like, I just got, my newest villager is a baboon named Boone, and he's sick. He's awesome.
Cool.
He's a jock. He always talks about lifting weights and shit. So he's cool. But yeah, like some people will like go on, like say like you're in this Animal Crossing group and someone like has a villager and they're like, hey, like this guy's leaving. You could buy him from me for like $100. Like essentially like not that, I don't know how much like some villagers go for, but like essentially they'll make you PayPal them the money and then they'll hopefully give you access to their island to go get them.
Seems like a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, it's a huge gamble.
Also,
and it's like
it sounds like
insane to
how
me,
the
dude.
Dutch slave trade started.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what it's like. And I'm like,
I will sell you my villagers.
Yeah, see, that's some shit I don't like feel good about. So I'm just like, you know what? I don't need to be buying
well, you're not putting
artificial
the
life
characters to work, right?
Yeah, but it's still weird. It's just like I don't give that much of a shit about that game. Like I'm not like some people are just so perfectionistic about this game, like because they've been playing it forever, and I get it. I have too. Like, but there's so many different. It's like The Sims. You could play it in so many different ways. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and like to me, I just like having a lot of money because then it's like you could do whatever you want whenever you want, and it's just
like real
like,
life.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
you could kill any other animal in there, and then nobody will stop you.
Yeah, there you go. If there was a way.
You can start a crazed pedophile ring with a bunch of high-profile people, and nobody will stop you.
Animal Crossing, dude, that probably already exists in real life somewhere.
What?
Some pedophile ring involving Animal Crossing. I'm sure it
I
does.
thought you were going to say like a pedophile ring. I was like, yeah, man, Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh yeah, no, not in general.
But involving Animal Crossing, and maybe I don't know.
Probably somebody. That game's been around forever. So I mean, not in the game, but people who like
for it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't mean in the game. I just mean like I bet a pedophile has used Animal Crossing as like bait at some point.
Yeah, I don't see why not. You can talk to people on there, right?
Sort of. I mean, it's kind of like yeah. You could now. You can now. You definitely can. I don't know. It's been weird. Like it used the OG game for GameCube. The save file was so big that when you bought the game new, it came with a spare memory card to like have because like I used to rent the original before I had it, and like. I didn't have enough room on my memory card, so I would just like start from scratch every fucking time. It was so dumb. Ugh. But I was like a kid and I didn't care.
Right.
And like, yeah, that game is like, you need it. Yeah. But now it's like, I mean, I don't know how much the memory is for the game, but it's like obviously with the way technology
it doesn't matter
works.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's a sick game. I've been playing that and, excuse me.
People are yelling at you.
I know that one's for Gabe, but shit, man. What else have I been? Those Namco Museum games I was telling you about.
What games did you get with those?
A bunch of fucking weird ones and a bunch of really cool ones. Like I was playing Splatterhouse today.
Oh fuck!
And that game is awesome.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
I love that game.
What's cool is you could go into like the settings and make the games like. So you could continue and like unlimited lives and shit like that.
Right, because a lot of those games are not easy.
Dude, they're hard as fuck. Man, Splatterhouse is hard, dude.
Yeah.
But I like when I'm whacking motherfuckers with like a like machete or like a bat. And it's just like, like there's one part, I think in the second level, the guy looks like Jason Voorhees too. He looks just like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
idea.
Yeah.
So Jason... Like there's a level, part of the second level is like you go in this underwater tunnel thing and then there's weird like swamp, like water monsters and you get the bat and you're just like, doosh, 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 and they're like, ah, it's like, so like, oh, this isn't scary. You're this jacked fucking version of Jason Voorhees, like fucking up motherfuckers.
The whole story to that's very weird. Like
that game?
Yeah. You're this wimpy little dude whose like hot girlfriend gets taken by a demon, and then the mask is what gives you your powers to turn into that thing.
Whoa.
Yeah. I never really knew that.
I didn't either.
When I was a kid playing it, I was like, oh, you're just Jason Voorhees, like killing people. But it wasn't until the new version that came out, like where it was basically like a 3D like smash and like grab type game.
Oh, really? What was that for?
I think it was like Xbox and PlayStation.
No
like,
shit. Okay.
Yeah. It was fun. Like, But it's not nearly as fun as like the originals were. Like,
the side scrollers.
Yeah, because there was something like unique about those back then. Yeah. Whereas this, it was like, oh, it's any other hack and slash, like, but with the Slaughterhouse name
theme. Yeah,
and it was all right. It was fun, but I would never play it again.
Yeah. I got a bunch of there's like tons of different versions of Galaga and shit like that on there. I think Galaga 88 is the one I've been playing the most. That one's pretty cool just because it looks the best. But yeah, there's a ton of games. There's a ton of games I haven't even heard of on there. I'm
sure.
Like there's that weird game Pac-Land. It was like a Pac-Man side scroller game. What? It's really weird. Yeah, it's fucking bizarre, dude. Yeah, and the goal of the game is like you guide a fairy to, I don't even know how to explain it, dude.
Guide a fairy to a bunch of different pieces of fruit.
Sort of. No, it's like you get a fairy and then you're supposed to take them to Fairy Island and then you go back to your house and get another fairy and rinse and repeat, I think. It's weird. I don't understand it. I haven't played it for that long, but I discovered it because on the last Smash Brothers game, had a Pac-Land level, like a stage based, and I was like, what the fuck is Pac-Land? So then finally I got this collection and I was like, oh, that Pac-Land game's in here. Let me try it out. I'm like, it's a fun game, but it's like weird. It's like, it's strange. It's like they totally didn't need to be like a Pac-Man game, but they just slapped some shit over it.
They probably needed to make a game with a character to keep the rights, or you know how that goes. Like,
yeah, maybe. But there's a lot of cool shit on there. I'm glad. It's just fun to have those games just to fucking have them.
The old school ones.
Yeah, like I like Dig Dug a lot.
Ooh, that's a good one. Nate knows how to play the riff from that.
Nate does?
Yeah. You never heard him play it?
No, I don't think so.
Next practice, just tell him Dig Dug and he'll like he'll play it.
Oh, really? Yeah. That when you die?
Yeah.
Or that's not when you die. I don't know what that is. Oh, the game over? Yeah.
Yeah, he knows it.
Oh, no shit. Does he like that game?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard him play that.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, he knows that riff.
I believe it. That's sick. Good for him, man. You learn something new about your friends every day. Yeah, glad Nate knows the Dig Dug theme. Nate, I'm sure you're listening to this.
Or
whenever
I was going to say, we can see if he really is listening to the show and don't ask him and see if he'll bring it up.
I'm sure he will in like 2 weeks. And then I'll be like, what?
What are you talking about?
He does that to me all the time, or like all the time.
People do it to me all the time with this show.
And I'm like, I don't fucking.
Do you remember
man.
when you said this? I'm like, no, dude, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
like
it's just like enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride, people. Fuck.
No, I do like it when people bring it out because then it's like some funny story that we told, and I was like, oh yeah.
Sometimes it is really funny. Yeah,
but then there's times where I'm like, I have no idea, what they're talking about. I'm like, cool. Like, glad you like it.
Dude, speaking of slapping a skin on something just to like relate, like get a game going, that new fucking Pokemon Snap, dude.
Yeah. You were like ranting and raving. I didn't watch the trailer yet.
Insane. For the audience, the OG Pokemon Snap for Nintendo 64 was not intentionally supposed to be a Pokemon game. It was supposed to be like its own game, and then somehow ended up becoming a Pokemon title.
Stuff on.
Yeah, but like, fuck, man, I am so fucking stoked for that game.
There's no date, right? It's just
not yet. No. Yeah, I'm hoping by the end of the year.
Did they show gameplay or?
Yeah, some gameplay. Okay. Yeah. They show gameplay. They show like cinematics and stuff.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be on Christmas then.
I would hope so. Yeah. If not, probably next year. But I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's been weird because there's no E3, so it's like everybody's just rolling out shit. I just saw today on Instagram on the 22nd this week, they're announcing Crash Bandicoot 4.
Oh, cool.
Like, yeah, OG canon series Crash 4. So I'm like stoked for that.
I wonder if Tom will get that.
Yeah. And did you watch that whole PS5 video? They announced the PS5 last week. They did a whole press conference with all those new games.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch any of it. Like, I told you, it's like the equivalent of watching the draft. Yeah, it's like, I just wait for them to roll out.
They show all those previews with all those new games, like that new Spider-Man game that's coming out.
Yeah.
Which you'll like.
And then the new, what was it? It was really good. The one that takes place in the future, but it's like, but technology's all fucked and it's like trying to kill you.
Horizon?
Yeah.
I never played that game.
Fuck, that's a great game.
Horizon
it's a
Zero
beautiful
Dawn.
game.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most gorgeous games.
You played that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Played
Really?
the shit out of that.
Was it fun?
Very fun. Yeah. Like I didn't know anything about it. I just remember seeing stuff about it. I remember like Danny briefly talked about it, and then I was like immediately like, yeah, I don't like it anymore. I was like, yeah, well, you have the attention span of like a fucking gnat. So it was, on sale for whatever, a couple bucks, and I was like, oh, I'll download it, and then tried it.
Yeah, that game's like $10 for PS4
Wouldn't put
now.
it down. Like I was
Really?
like, yeah.
What kind of game?
Fun.
What do you do?
It's just like an action adventure RPG.
Okay.
Yeah, with a cool story that pretty predictable if like you've ever watched a sci-fi film.
Okay. Yeah.
But the adventure and the character designs and
It's cool.
creature designs are fucking cool.
Yeah, maybe I'll
And
check out that game
and
eventually.
The whole fighting system's awesome.
Did you get The Last of Us 2?
No, I
Did you ever beat the first one?
no, I tried playing that like
I
maybe
never
like
shot.
a month ago,
Okay.
and I was like, I'm out. I don't like the stealthy type games.
Oh, is that what kind of game it is? I'm so bad at
I'm
stealthy
terrible
games.
at 'em.
Yeah.
I like it when they give you the option of either being like super stealthy or like
I just go in.
Go
and,
guns blazing.
Yeah, I
'Cause
like the
always
guns
go guns
blazing. Yeah, me too.
Always.
Ah!
Whereas like Last
Yeah.
of Us, they really punish you with that stuff. So I'm like, I'm out.
Ugh,
Which I
yeah.
didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't think it would be like that. But yeah, I got to some part where like the game started opening up finally, and then it was like restart. And I was
Ooh.
like, fuck this, I'm out. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
done. It looks so cool. The storyline sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But
Well, I know that second
Yeah.
one's supposed to be a big deal. I've been seeing a lot
I'm
of people
sure.
post about it and shit.
well, that game was a big deal. Like it did
Yeah.
really well, and people really liked it. But
Mhm.
I don't know. It was part like there was like a huge spree of those games of like stealth was like key, and they were shoehorning it into like a lot of games too, which is a little annoying because like you get to some of those parts as somebody that doesn't like doing those, you're like, fuck me, like let's get this over with. Like they do that in the Spider-Man game, and it's my least favorite part
Yeah.
every fucking time.
Yeah.
And I just like rush through it. And I just keep getting caught and more frustrated.
Yeah,
Like,
I hate the
like,
stealth parts in that
it's like,
game. They're
why?
impossible, dude.
it's not that they're impossible.
It's hard.
But it's just like if you don't like it and you're not good at it, it's really like it just sucks. And you can't really like skip it. Like you have to fucking do it. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it is
That always
lame.
bums me out. The only one I've ever liked is like the Batman games with the stealth aspect of like hunting people.
Oh,
like,
okay.
kind of fun, but eventually you can like just be like fuck it and just start fighting, and
Yeah.
that works. But usually my game plan is to try my best to be stealthy,
And then guns blazing.
and then as soon as it gets fucked, I'm like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Like
Shit.
I remember, did you ever see that game Dishonored?
No, I've heard the name before, but I've never.
Pretty
Played
cool game, and like my buddy Brian was like, he loves that game, but he's also
Okay.
big into stealth games. Like he loves those games, and he's really good at it, so he likes playing them. And he was like, dude, you gotta play it. And I was like, all right. And I got it. And I was like, thank God it was one of those, like, if you don't want to do stealth, you can just blaze through it. And if you blaze through it, it's the fastest fucking game ever.
Really?
Yeah, it's so much quicker. And it's just like, but it's not nearly as enjoyable, because it
yeah.
just turns into like you just destroying people, like running around. And, like, this sucks. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't into it. I was like, I beat it, but.
Did you ever play Metal Gear Solid?
No, I watched my friends like play that game a lot.
I know it's a
like,
big stealth game. I've
yeah,
never
the
played it
original
either. I
one,
want
like
to
the
though.
PlayStation one.
Yeah,
The new ones aren't like that though, are they still?
I thought they all were,
they
but I
were?
could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't really played any of them.
I have a couple of them like
Yeah.
that I got for free, but
Sick.
I thought one of them was more like an RPG, like
Maybe
you, like take care of like a base or some shit. Like
maybe like a spin-off game or like a Metal Gear.
it's one of the Metal
Yeah.
Gears. It's like because isn't there one where it's like a trilogy within one?
Maybe
Like 5 is like multiple games or something.
5 is Phantom Pain. That's like its own game.
I thought there was like other parts to 5 or some shit.
I don't know. I'm not the Metal Gear Solid guy.
Neither
I
am
respect it very
They
much.
look
so.
awesome. Those
Yeah.
games look so cool, but yeah, that's not my world, not my
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I hear you, man. Oh man. Yeah, I have so many PS4 games I still need to beat that I haven't even fucking touched.
I started Wolfenstein,
Which one? The first one?
the first new one,
Okay.
and that's fun.
You
It's
like
like
it?
yeah, Doom's like crushes that game, but
Oh yeah.
this one's fun. It's cool. It's very
Is it
like
the same idea, just first person shooter?
Yeah.
Fucking Nazis up or whatever.
Yep, exactly. Bunch of weird Nazis. It's like it's kind of like if like it's like you're fighting Hydra from like Marvel,
Oh, cool.
but gory as fuck. Like,
What are you playing it on? Your Xbox?
Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Yeah, I don't have that game. That's for Switch too. Both of them.
Is it?
Yeah. Excuse me. They probably look like shit though. Actually, maybe not, because the first Doom 2016 looks pretty good on the Switch.
Is the violence and stuff still on there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's still the same like gore level, but like I got like the Doom 2016 for my Switch, because I got it on sale or something, and I was playing it.
Game.
Yeah, it is cool. I've been playing because I have it on PS4 too, because it was like $5.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
and
that's how I bought it.
I did like a back-to-back, and yeah, the PS4 does look a little better, but like, yeah, surprisingly, it runs really well on the Switch.
That's cool.
Yeah, and now I could like play it with this beefy ass controller I got, because it's hard playing like,
on that little ass thing.
Yeah, the Joy-Cons, like those are cool, but it's also just like, oh, this doesn't feel right, and like having a controller like a grown man controller for my child console, it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot easier to fucking.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It will be. I mean, we'll see tonight, but. Yeah, I'm pumped. Fuck yeah. I'm glad I just finally did that. Like, yeah, just get it out of the fucking way. But anyway, I'm trying to think. I want to give God of War 3 another crack, because I have that for PS4, the remaster.
Yeah. Hell
but
yeah.
like, I hate the fucking puzzles they throw in that game.
Oh, I don't.
They're hard, dude.
Like those.
I have to cheat every time I have to look it up. Yeah, because I can.
That's frustrating.
I'm so dumb with fucking puzzles, dude. I'm so dumb and not good with them. I'm not.
I like them a lot. Because it's funny because my mom likes puzzle games a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's where it came from. Because like if I would play one, she'd want to play one, so we'd always play together.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that's kind of where
I like some puzzle game, like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Dude, phenomenal puzzle game. It's like it's for Switch. You're Toad and you're a captain and you're tracking treasure. But the whole idea of the game, it's inspired by some old Japanese shit I don't understand or know well enough to talk about on this show.
Fair enough.
But essentially, it's like the levels are set up in kind of like a box way, where it's like really small stages, and like the goal is to find 3 diamonds and as many coins as you can, and then you get to the end, which is like it's like Mario 64. You get a star. So you got to find the star in the level, and it's like every single level is like a different puzzle, and like that's cool because it's not like teeth gritting like difficulty, and it's just kind of like sometimes I'm like, man, I'm a fucking idiot, and then I get it, I'm like, oh, it was that easy, like, and then I feel like accomplished, but I'm like, oh, again, this is a game for children, but
whatever.
Dude, it's satisfying. I have that for Switch, and I got it for 3DS too, and I just beat it on that because I love that game so much. It's so much fun. It's really fun. It's really like chill. It's not super frustrating. Sometimes it's frustrating when you keep fucking up all the time, but like, yeah, for the most part, it's a pretty like go your own pace type game. And I love that shit. Like, give me all the time in the world.
I like that too. I never like playing anything on a super hard difficulty or any of that. Like, I love it when they're blatant about it, when they're like, you want to just experience the story? Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, that's exactly why I bought this.
Yeah, man.
I did play and beat, I don't know if I told you, but Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth?
Yeah, the South Park game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ton of fucking fun.
Is that the Lord of the Rings one?
Yeah, sort
of. Like the wizardy one?
It's like the Skyrim one.
Okay, yeah.
And
is it designed like Skyrim? Like it's like that same type of game?
No,
okay.
It's more like Final Fantasy. Like a turn-based like RPG. And I started it before, like a year ago. And for whatever reason, I was like, I'm out. And I don't know why. Like I just stopped playing, and then out of sheer boredom, because the other one popped up for like next
Fractured But Whole.
Yeah, and I was like, and I've heard good things about that too, and I was like, you know what? Like, obviously you probably don't need to play the first one to understand the next one. It's fucking South
Are they both
Park.
The same idea?
Yeah.
As far
it's
as the
another
games
RPG.
go?
It's a continuation, and so I was like, fuck it, I'll give it another shot.
That's for Switch too.
I looked it up and I was like, you can beat that game in like 10 hours.
Stick of Truth?
Yeah.
How long did you play it for?
Longer than that, because I had to like get everything. And maybe closer like 14, 15, which is nice because I could just chip away like an hour here, hour there. And it's easy to pick back up. But it was just funny that I was like, why the fuck did I not finish this? Like I was so close. I had no idea. Like I was like more than halfway when I like just stopped.
Did you start from scratch or did you pick up?
Yeah, I just started over.
Yeah. See, I can't, like with RPGs, if I stop, I have to start over. Like,
oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
If I haven't played in a while, I can't just jump back in.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. The South Park games though, man, like I'm sure they're sick. Everybody I know that's played them has said good things about them.
It's
Oh
hysterical.
yeah. I don't even watch the show anymore, so I feel like
neither do I. Like,
yeah.
Because there's stuff online where like, oh, like some of the references to the show that, you know, like you may not like know. And I was like, yeah, I don't get like, I get all the old jokes from like the episodes I watched.
Sure.
You know, growing up. But like there was a bunch of references in there too where I was like, I don't know.
I mean, maybe I'll play them one day. But then I'm just like, man, there's real RPGs I should beat first. Like,
it's fun though. Because it's so easy. It's so easy. Like you have to be so bad at that game to lose.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's part of the reason why I liked it so much again. Because like,
that's cool.
I was just looking for a game to play that I didn't want to have to like invest any sort of skill and time into. Like, because I've been busy with other shit. So it's like, I just needed something to do that wasn't playing music. Doing music stuff. So it was nice to do something different.
What did you play that on your Xbox?
Yeah, I play everything on my Xbox.
Not your PS4?
No, it's weird. Like, I only play exclusives on the PS4. And then the other thing is, if a game is like so fucking good, I'll play it on the PlayStation too.
Oh, okay.
Weird thing. I don't know why. So like the Batman Arkham Asylum games, like I have destroyed on both Xbox and PlayStation.
Okay.
Because I love that series so much. The only one I haven't done, which I'm surprised I didn't, was Mass Effect. Like I would totally play that again just to have the achievements on PlayStation also.
Sure. Do you notice any differences when you're doing shit like that other than like the controller?
Not really. I'm not like nerdy enough about it to like hone in on that stuff. Like I'm sure if you look online, people will tell you like, well, this, you know, is better than that. And this is better, you know, but I never really noticed it.
Yeah, I was just curious. But that's
Plus,
cool.
I played them so far apart that I don't really remember.
You wouldn't even,
It's not like I do it back to back. That would be insane. I'm sure there are people that do it, but
yeah, I played that Toad game. I just beat it today on my 3DS. And then I went to fuck around with it on my Switch. And I was like, oh man, it's so much better on Switch. Like, it just runs better. It looks better. It's easier to see. And yeah, it's cool though. Man, fuck, that game's so sick. If anybody has a Switch, buy Captain Toad's Treasure. It's cheap too. It's like $30 or $40 for a Switch game. It's cheap.
Is that new?
Is it a new game?
Yeah,
or is that? It came out like a couple of years ago.
Well, how much is like a new Switch game?
$60.
Okay.
Like, is
that how much a Xbox or PlayStation game?
Yeah, that's like retail price, but Nintendo never discounts their shit.
That's how much I never buy new games.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's like that's the standard.
It's still $60.
Yeah, okay. I mean, at least for this gen, I don't know what it's going to be like when PS5 games come out and all that shit.
Well, then that's if you buy the base game, but if you buy like the deluxe, where it's like all the DLC and everything else, that's almost like $100.
Right off the bat,
yeah, dude, that shit's ridiculous. It's like $80 to $100.
It makes like. It took me to get a PS4 to empathize more with how you play games and how you wait. I'm like, oh, this makes so much more sense because you could get all this shit for $10 5 years later.
Right.
You know,
like everything. Yeah. Like Game of the Year edition.
Exactly. And it's Nintendo never does that shit though. They never do that.
Really?
Yeah, very rare. They'll do like they just did a summer sale, and I think they went from 60, like their top tier games went from 60 to like 50. So you get a
better than nothing.
Yeah, but. I mean, the games are always sick. They're always quality whenever I'm paying that. Usually whenever I'm paying that for a Switch game. But the thing with that a bunch of Switch games, including Captain Toad. Captain Toad initially came out for the Wii U. And like that console tanked so hard that like they ended up porting a lot of those games to the Switch. Which is awesome because I never got to play any of those games. So like the Mario Kart for Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I only knew like
one person that had a Wii U. And that was Nick.
Same. Nick.
Citra.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because his brother made like a bunch of money, so like he was like, "Fuck it, he'll buy one." He's like, "All right."
Sick. Yeah. So his brother had one, and you just played his.
Yeah, well, they lived together, so he's just like, yeah, whatever. And his brother, it's funny, his brother like barely games, but he'll buy like all these like sick ass games like right when they come out, or all the new systems like right away. But then Nick just plays it all.
Yeah, like PS5, I won't be buying that till it goes down in price. And they're still gonna make a lot of those games are probably gonna still come out for PS4.
Yeah, they always do that.
Like
it's cross-platform. It's just.
They announced that new Oddworld game.
Yeah.
That's going to be nuts. And that's going to be for PS4 too. So I'm like, oh, great. The one game I want to play the most, I can play on the console I have. Right. So yeah, it's just so sick that they do that. Like Nintendo won't. Nintendo's pretty much, I'm pretty sure they've already phased out the 3DS. They're not putting out anything else on that. Well, because the Switch is handheld now. Like you could, like, and they have the Switch Lite, which is only handheld.
Oh, that's the deal with that?
Yeah.
So so you can't dock it or anything?
No. And it's like the regular Switch is $300, I believe, right? Is it or $400? No, I think it's $300.
No, I think it's like $300.
Yeah, and then it's like you could hold it, you could dock it, and then the Switch Lite, I want to say, is $200, and all you could do is hold it. So it's like more of a portable version of the existing Switch,
which is already portable.
Yes. But it's all one piece. You know how like the Joy-Cons come off the Switch, like the Switch Lite. It's all just one physical unit, and the screen's a little smaller than the regular Switch. But it's just like I thought about buying one when I got my my stimulus check, and I was just like, man, that's such a dumb idea. I was like, why do I need that?
That's a great investment.
It's cool, but I mean, that's the thing. Nintendo makes this shit so sick where I'm just like, fuck, man, I want it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's dumb. Like, I don't need that. Like, I didn't even need the Pro controller, but I got it. So
I think that's a better purchase than
Switch Lite. Especially now that I like have a nice TV and I could like, I mean, I used to play my Switch like only on handheld mode. Cause like I used to hook it up to my old PC monitor, but that like looks like shit.
Right.
And then one of my old coworkers, he doesn't even work there anymore, got rid of his TV, and he was like, "You want it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude." He just gave it to me for free. Yeah, it was insane. Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it's nice, and it's like I could just hook it right up there, and I'm good. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's the shit. It's the shit.
Like you can like literally be playing handheld, and then you just dock it, and it's like on.
Yeah.
And like seamlessly, like you know, that's cool. That's so cool.
I mean, as long as the TV's on, you just got to get to the channel. But yeah, it's the same thing.
You don't have to turn it off, put it in, turn it on. Like,
Or vice versa. Sometimes I'm playing, I got to take a shit. I just take that thing right off, and I'm like,
that's awesome.
I'm shitting and gaming. So
that's sick.
Yeah, it is the shit, dude. It's so sick. And most of the games look pretty good on handheld mode too. Like
I'm sure
there's not much of it. There's some of them you can notice where it's like, okay, like Zelda, you can notice because it's so graphically detailed when you have it on the TV that when it's smaller, it's like, oh yeah, okay. But it's still a sick idea that you could play a lot of those games like handheld. You know what I mean? Like you could play Skyrim for the Switch.
That's cool.
Yeah, you could get that. I don't have it. I'll probably never play it, but like you can.
I put a lot of hours into that game.
In Skyrim? Yeah.
It's cool. I only played it once. I don't know if I could ever play it again. Like, I remember Nick like replayed it, but he was doing with all the goofy mods and stuff like that, which are fun.
Okay.
Have you seen any of those?
Like various on the internet.
Dude, my favorite is the Macho Man one. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
All the dragons are Macho Man Randy Savage.
Like voiced, or they look like him?
They look like him.
Oh.
Like the glasses and the hat and everything. If you get a chance, look up the video. It's so funny because they show in the very beginning you get attacked by a dragon. And, you know, in the original, you can hear the dragon like off in the distance, like roaring.
Oh, yeah.
But in this, you hear like, oh, yeah. Like,
that's
like
sick.
quietly in the distance. And then it shows up. And as he like shoots the fire, he just screams, oh, yeah. Dude, it's so fucking funny. It's so goddamn
that's
funny.
wild. The game's got to be intimidating. Was it hard to kill dragons?
No, it's one of those games where once you get over that like initial hump of like experience points like set up, you're like invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing can touch you.
Damn.
Yeah, like one of the funniest things, and I never got to do it, but I've seen good videos of it where there's giants in that game, and like basically it's characters that are probably like 12 feet tall, maybe. Mm-hmm. And like in the beginning, if you fuck with them, you're not going to win. You're going to get destroyed. They're like overpowered as shit. And what's funny is because
they're NPCs you can't play as a giant.
No. They're just, characters out there you can fight. And, but what's funny is the way they programmed it, I read and saw like a reasoning behind why this happens. But so if you go up to them and you're not powered enough to like take them on, if they kill you in one blow, you fucking just skyrocket into the sky.
Really?
Like ragdoll. You just take off.
You never come back down?
I think you do eventually, but
wow.
Like it's the funniest thing, and it's something to do with like
is it a glitch?
It is and it isn't. It's like with the programming where essentially like if it exceeds a certain amount of damage, it causes you like the physics go out of whack and you just go flying. And because these giants do so much damage and you're not equipped for it, you just go flying. It's so funny. And it still does that to this day.
No shit.
Yeah.
It sounds like Breath of the Wild, not like the graphic part, but Breath of the Wild, the Zelda game, like there's a lot of enemies you can't beat right off the bat. Yeah. But then
it keeps you from going into the next part. Right?
Yeah. Once you OP it, you could just, I mean, technically, no, you could get to a lot of parts without fucking with those guys, but like.
Yeah, but you gotta be fucking amazing probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta know your shit. Like, it's like the dudes that do the speed runs that like can beat the game with no extra weapons. It's like the shitty little ones.
Oh man, dude, it's insane watching people
shit.
go straight to Ganon's castle and fight him.
And just right to it, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
Like, cool. I'm like struggling with this thing.
Like Link's walking around in his underwear.
Just killing it.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh God. Like, I haven't even beaten that game either, which is fucked up. I'm right at the end.
So good.
Yeah. I'm basically ready to go almost, but I should just fucking do. But now it's like, I need to like, I don't have my chops built up anymore. Cause like, you really need to know what you're doing in that game.
Oh yeah.
Like, it got to the point where I was so sick. I was just like, I could kill anybody. And I was just like getting extra hearts. And then I just didn't fight Ganon. But maybe one day I will. I beat the other Zelda game, the remake of, what was it? Link's Awakening that came out. I beat that on that October tour we did.
Oh, cool.
And that was fun. Yeah. Yeah, the remake of the Game Boy one.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
what does it look like?
It looks like very cartoony-ish. Like,
like the... What was that one game?
Wind Waker? No, okay, you could probably just search it on the internet and like see it, but no, it's not that same style. But yeah, it didn't. It was talked about for a minute, and then it's kind of like I don't hear anybody ever fucking talk about it. I thought it was great. I thought it was a lot of fun. I mean, remaking a Game Boy game onto the Switch is definitely like what, but it's cool that they did it. You know, I wonder if I wish they would do more because there's a lot of sick. There was those. Did you ever play any Zelda games for the Game Boy?
Yeah, Link's Awakening.
Yeah, there was that. And then for Game Boy Color, they did Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons.
No, I never played those.
Yeah.
Just that one.
Okay. It's the same, somewhat of the same idea. Like they look graphically the same.
Mm-hmm.
But if they did that for Switch, that'd be wild. But they probably won't. Because they're working on the sequel to Breath of the Wild. So.
Was that, I feel like I asked this before, was that a launch title?
Breath of the Wild? I think so. Yeah. I think it was a launch title. I'm like 99% sure it was because that came out for Wii U as well.
Really?
Yeah, it was one of the last. That's how Zelda had been doing it for a little bit. Like when Skyward Sword or when Twilight Princess came out, it was for GameCube and Wii. It was like one of the first Wii games, and then Skyward Sword came out, and that was for Wii U and Wii, and then Breath of the Wild, Wii U and Switch. So, but yeah, I don't know. Now that there wasn't an E3 this year, so like all the rollouts are really strange and weird and like
kind of happening.
Yeah, like Nintendo is like so good at sprinkling their shit, where it's just like, well, like it's like they announced that Paper Mario game and it's coming out next month, which is cool. And then they announced Pokemon Snap, but that's like a Pokemon announcement, a little different. Yeah, I mean, it's still owned by Nintendo, obviously, but there's that, and then. I think that's about it as far as the bigger announcements went so far. So I'm hoping there's going to be more. I'm assuming there will be, but
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's cool how they do that. Kind of, I guess it's just different because it's like when you leave E3, it's like, oh my god, there's 10 billion new fucking games coming out, and now it's just like, oh, there's like I don't know what the fuck is happening. Yeah, like 2 or 3 years ago, they announced a Metroid Prime 4. That they never finished. Yeah, that hasn't been finished yet. And that's supposed to be coming to Switch, which will be dope. They also announced Bayonetta 3. I never played any of those games.
Those are fun.
Played the second one, but...
Oh, for Wii, right?
Switch. Yeah.
Which is so weird that... I forgot. There's a story behind why it went just to Switch and not the other consoles like originally.
Oh, is that what happened? Because I thought
it was originally on Xbox and PlayStation,
and now it's coming straight to Switch. Are you sure? Because 2 was already out before it came out for Switch. You could play
it. 2 never came out for PlayStation, or I don't think it ever came out for Xbox. It might have been a PlayStation exclusive. Okay, but I just know the sequel was not on any system I had.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why, but there's some story behind it. But I mean, I don't know. It's a fun-ish game. It's not like anything that
it's not my style.
About. It's just fun because it's super fucking Japanese and colorful and Like bosses you fight are like insane. Like
It's so
like
weird.
The character design's awesome, but
Yeah.
otherwise, I don't know. You're not missing out on much of anything.
There's a lot of titties in that game too, man. Like, holy shit. And that Danny DeVito looking dude that just swears all the time and says fucking bastard like it's nobody's business.
I don't remember that.
He's in the story of Bayonetta 2.
Oh.
I don't know if he's in the first one. I never played the first one. I only played a little bit of the second one. It's too hard, man. Like, it's not too hard. It's just too much of me not having an interest in it. And then I'm like, I can't. Because I'm like, I get these new games. Like, I would get Horizon Zero Dawn probably and be like, oh, I'll try this out. And then I'll be like, wow, this is a real investment. I don't give enough of a shit to like go down this road. You know, like I could see myself doing that because I'm an idiot and have no patience. But that's because there's other games I want to play that I like want to beat first. But there's not enough time in the world, dude. There's not enough time. Yeah, I guess, man. Fuck.
You got time.
I just play Animal Crossing.
There's nothing
fucking,
but time right now.
Yeah.
So everything's opening up. You gonna be hitting those patios soon?
Oh no.
Yeah,
probably not.
Good.
Not for a while.
Zero desire.
Well, now they're saying July 1st, like you could go into bars and shit.
That's
you
what
could
I'm
go
hearing.
into a bar.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter, like windows.
Are you
or
gonna
not,
have to wear like a mask?
Well, how are you gonna drink?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see.
I don't know. It's weird just because like there's so many other places not far from here that are like fucked right now.
Yeah, I know.
Because they opened up.
I know.
They didn't take any precautions.
Like Florida and shit.
Yeah, Arizona is big. I keep seeing a lot of Arizona stuff just because I got friends out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Arizona, just like the governor recently was like, it's now mandatory that you have to wear a mask if you go out. Like no more bullshitting.
Oh yeah, dude. Every store I've been to here, you gotta have a mask.
Well, it's not like enforced. It's just
Here?
Technically you can still walk in.
Really?
A mask.
All the stores I've been to have signs that say mask is mandatory. Like I was at Walmart yesterday.
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
a big store. They're not going to let you
They
do
were
it.
refusing people at the door, and Target. Same there.
Dude, the other day, my dad was went to go get like lunch from Bertoli's over by us, and a couple kids like walked in, no mask, and the guy was like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "You guys need to like mask up," but he didn't like really stop them. They just came in, got their shit, and got the fuck out. I was like, "Well, that sucks." Like,
damn, I thought it was mandatory here.
It's not like I don't think it's a law in any way, shape, or form.
I thought it was at least it was for a while, because I remember Pritzker announced that it was.
Oh, maybe because I know he was like real hard about it, which pissed off so many people. Which is like, guys, he's doing this for our own good.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird how many people were getting so mad at him and like Lori Lightfoot about a bunch of stuff where they're just like, what the fuck, man? How could they do this? And it's like, well, they're just doing it for the safety of like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand why people are so bent out of shape right now, but
About wearing a fucking mask?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, come on.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's stupid, but you know, fuck the world. You know, like,
Yeah, I guess.
I keep seeing all these articles now about like second wave incoming in the fall, second wave this time. And it's like, we were already supposed to be in the second wave.
No, we're still in the first wave.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Okay.
The second wave is supposed to come like way later,
Mm-hmm. No?
but we're still technically in the first wave. But everybody said fuck it, like really did. Like it's so weird how it just was. Everybody's like, all right, I'm done with it. And like, well, it's not done with us. Like, sorry,
It's still not.
No, not at all. We're the numbers are still going up
In Chicago or in Illinois?
in America.
Oh, yeah.
Up to 120,000 deaths. As
Damn.
of like 2-3 days ago. So I'm sure it's up even more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then he who shall not be named, Trump, he was like, we're not testing. That'll keep the numbers down.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep. And like the few hundreds of people that showed up to this thing in Tulsa.
Oh, I
were
saw.
like, yeah. And I'm like, holy shit, you're all morons. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw pictures there too, and there was like nobody there.
So apparently 1 million tickets were sold.
Okay.
And they were free. So you just had to go online or order a ticket.
Reserve a ticket?
Yep.
Okay.
And I guess a shitload of like kids, like 18-year-olds and like and up, bought a bunch of tickets with no intention of going. And so
fuck.
when he got there, I guess like he had 2 rallies, I think is what happened. And the first one went well enough, but it wasn't like packed. I saw videos from people like tons of empty seats. And then the
Wow.
second half was so low that they canceled. Because nobody gives a shit what that dumbass had to say. And
what's the rally for?
his campaigning. That was the start
for
of
the
it.
election?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That was the first start of his campaigning for his election in November.
Really?
It started off really bad. And there's like awesome videos of him just looking defeated when he gets back to the White House. Like, I think it was like 1 a.m. he got back or something like that. And dude's tie is like undone, just looks disheveled and looks like he's just exhausted.
Wow,
like he's
fuck
just like,
him.
Fuck, like nobody cares about me.
Yeah.
And like even in Tulsa, I was like, oh man. And it's so funny. And somebody put the Curb Your Enthusiasm music to it.
Oh, really?
It's so funny. I was like,
That is really funny.
Fuck that guy.
Jesus Christ. Is he going to do a rally here?
There's no way. He tried it before and we fucking booed his ass out.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was great. He's not going to.
That's wild, dude.
There's no way.
I remember there was videos or pictures of like white grandmas like zig heiling and shit. I remember specifically seeing like this white grandma looking lady going like doing like that.
Yeah,
and she was like had this shit eating grin. It's like, do you know what you're doing right now? Like,
oh, she knows.
it's just so fucking wild. Like, I don't know.
It's so weird. Like people on the other side of it that I know, they're just like, well, that's the media turning it into this thing bigger than it is. And it's like, maybe, but like, there's so much of it.
Yeah, there's so many ass backwards people out there. Like
if this is such a rare thing, according to you,
yeah,
then it should be hard for them. But it's like, unfortunately, comically easy to find this example of these like horrendously racist people. It's really weird. Like, and it was funny. I was telling my dad the other day because we were talking about like people, people nowadays. The big issue is a lot is like people throw out blanket statements a lot of the time, and it's very it's not good on any whatever side you're on. It's not good, and more often than not, people are always they associate now Republicans as racist.
Yeah,
and it's like I'll be honest. I was like, I don't think every Republican's a fucking racist. But then I was telling my dad, I was like, but I've noticed that like the people that I know that are Republican tend to have these racist tendencies. Like, almost all of them across the board. So I'm like, I still haven't found one yet that like isn't like that. And it varies. It's not like they're out there marching in fucking bed sheets and shit, like going after people, but they just say stuff a certain way that's just like, that's not nice, Like,
dude. I think I only know one person that I know is a Trump supporter, but has never said anything racist.
Fucked up. That's good.
Yeah, never. I mean,
I'm sure
they're also
exist.
not on social media, but
that's probably smart.
yeah, I'm sure they exist. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know because it's also it seems like a totally different generation too. Like they're all pro Republican. It seems to be the older crowd.
Yeah,
most people are our age in our area. I it's hard to find that.
Yeah, definitely hard to find it. The world we live in today. Man,
dude, you know what I saw that like cracked me up and like it was another thing I was like talking to my dad about. There was a video that somebody posted where I don't know where it was, but it was clearly like a pride parade that was going on.
Okay, and
some fucking white redneck yelling at them, a bunch of fucking slurs, and
you're gay.
Yeah, and
you're
like
fucking gay.
And they're out there having the time of their fucking life, like having this parade, just having a good fucking time. These dipshits are screaming, yelling at them. These dudes get out of the car, square up, and fucking knock the shit out of all of them.
Oh, damn.
Just beat the shit out of them. And I was like, now see, that's the issue there, where it's like, if you want to hate somebody for whatever reason, go ahead and do it. Just don't be fucking loud about it. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
You're going to get your ass beat.
Exactly. Because if that guy just kept it to himself, he wouldn't be on the fucking ground.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like,
and then everybody's like, they beat him up. Well, he's a fucking idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about people being like, going out having to worry about people yelling at him. Like for whatever reason. It's like, if you just keep that shit to yourself, man, and everybody wins, It's like, how does that bother you? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Some people just like I get that like 2020 has been significantly the shittiest year, I think, in a long time for a lot of different people. And I get that like, motivates certain behaviors and certain patterns and shit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, fuck, dude. Like, It's just still no excuse to be doing shit like that. And like, man, I lost my job, therefore I hate gay people.
Yeah, like what?
You know, it's like
how did
chill
you get
out,
there?
man. Yeah, it's just like, whoa, dude. Like, go back to the Westboro Baptist Church, man.
Right.
Like,
Just take that shit with you over there.
yeah.
Go hang out with your like-minded, narrow-minded dipshit friends.
Yeah.
And just leave everybody alone, you know? Like,
yeah. Exactly.
I don't get how, if, like, really this issue is so pressing to you that you have to physically go out and, like, try to shit on it.
Yeah.
And it has no bearing on your, like, I don't know. It's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah. It is very fucking weird.
It's like, dude, this wouldn't be happening if people had jobs.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, I'm sure it's probably even worse now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm sure it's definitely worse now, obviously, because everybody is like,
yeah, people got time right now.
yeah, you have time and like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
shit is weird, man.
That cracked me up, and I almost chimed in, but then I was like, fuck it, it's not worth it. Like, I don't know. It's rare that I ever chime in on anything politically. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the person to talk
Neither
about
am I. I'm not smart enough to know about it.
No, like neither am I. You know, and and one buddy of mine, he's a Trump supporter, and like he was talking about because they recently passed that thing with DACA, where the Dreamers program. Did you see that? It's essentially they just can't kick out a bunch of fucking people that are technically illegal. Like, it helps them with the process of becoming citizens.
Oh,
and all
cool.
that stuff, and it's great. And right away, he's got a post. It's like, oh, great, we got to spend 100. He threw out some number. It was like $113 million for all these fucking illegal dreamers.
On this shit program.
And what I was about to post on it, and I was like, not worth it. But what I was gonna show him was like, there recently was a report back in 2018 that showed that in the last 10 years, immigrants, illegal and whatnot, provided $63 billion to the United States.
Yeah.
And that's after the cost of whatever they take from the system. We netted $63 billion off
I
of
fucking
immigrants.
hate those arguments too. When somebody gets on this like pedestal and they're like, we're spending this money on this. It's like, all right, dude, like, are you really losing sleep over what the government money is being spent? I don't even know what it's being spent on. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I should.
Honestly, $113 million is not that bad.
No, it's probably not.
They dropped over $8 billion to New York Police Department.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, why aren't you bitching about that?
I don't know.
You
But
know?
that's the whole thing. It's just like, are you really losing sleep over this to like make a post about how you're like, that's some like Ted Nugent shit, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Like him on on fucking Rogan saying shit like,
People that don't have better
but I
shit to
think
do.
we need borders, Joe. We need borders. They
So
don't call me the
stupid.
River City Rambler, whatever. What are they? Motor City Madman.
Motor City Madman.
Yeah.
River City Rambler.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
man.
don't call
That's
me-
a way better
Yeah.
nickname.
The River City Rambler.
Yo, River City Rambler.
Yeah, whatever he is.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah, he's
Holy
sick though,
shit.
dude. He's got sick licks, man. That guy might be a piece of shit, but he shreds
Dude
like
can
no
rip.
other.
Gotta give him
Yeah,
that.
he can, dude.
Gotta give
I
him that,
love
man.
watching getting high and watching Ted Nugent videos sometimes, man. It's like so sick. Like videos of it, like, oh, man, yeah. But he is a piece of shit. Very, very well documented across the board.
You know, he's vocal.
I wish I could find his behind the music somewhere. I would die. I love. It's like my favorite
not on,
behind the
like,
music.
YouTube or anything?
I haven't been able to find it. No, I wonder if I should hit up Gobo about it. He might know where I could see
I
it.
wonder if there's like a VH1 like subscription.
I
or something
wish,
to
dude.
be-
But that one is so good because it talks about his like horrible sex addiction and how he has like a fuckload of illegitimate children.
Ton.
Yeah, and they all kind of look like him, which is like so funny to me. Like,
Even the women, like
yeah, it's like, oh, they're like weird Ted Nugent. Like
adjacent. to
yeah,
each other,
it's
man.
like when you watch a scene in a movie. The only thing that's coming to my dumbass mind right now is like the Towley episode where you find out where Towley came from South Park, and like you see all the weird experimented Towleys that were all failed and shit. Like they're like, kill me. It's like that's
was
like
that like a spoof of Alien or something?
something like maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
But you know what I mean though, where it's like you see like different
Just
versions of people being tested.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
versions
that's
of
very
Ted
like
Nugent.
Ted Nugent's offspring.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, yeah. So, but it's good. That was a good one. They talk about how like he essentially married this woman from like Hawaii or something and became her legal guardian because she was under 18.
Yeah, so they can get married, right?
Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude.
See, that's so. weird, like I saw something like a meme or somebody was like, it's really not that hard to just not be a pedophile, like just
man,
don't do that.
How about that shit with Chris D'Elia?
Well, what's the story now? Like
a bunch of women are coming out and saying that he sexually harassed them.
Right. And they were underage.
Yes.
From what I've heard, like as young as like 15, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 16,
yeah.
maybe. But these are all alleged claims right now, right? Nothing's set in stone or proven.
I don't know.
Right?
I saw a reaction video on that podcast, The Fighter and the Kid, because Chris is on that show all the time. With Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub, and Brendan Schaub's like sobbing when they're talking about it. Yeah, it's wild. Like, because I don't know. Because I guess they basically. I mean,
his career's over.
You think so? Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's got to be.
Yep, it's over.
Or he's just gonna have to pull like a Louis C.K. and then just slowly make this weird rise. But
where's Louis now? He's still not.
He did a special recently.
Did he?
Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty good. On his own shit.
Oh, yeah. Well,
he did a tour and like sold out.
Right. Yeah.
Like a B-market tour.
But like you're not gonna see him in the mainstream.
Yeah, you won't. But I mean, fuck, man. If Tim Lambesis came back with As I Lay Dying, I would not be surprised if we see Chris D'Elia coming back. But I don't know. Like. A lot of people are just saying, a lot of the comedians I've been seeing on their podcasts, like making statements about it, are just saying like really vague shit. Just like, man, that's fucked if he did it. And like, we can only hope that he didn't and that it's not true. But it's just like, fuck, man, that sucks. And like Brian Callen said it pretty well. He was like, it's like we're watching like a good friend of ours die. We're watching them like slowly die as like a human being. And that's like, yeah, I mean, fuck, man.
His livelihood is like fucked. It's over.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. I tried. I couldn't. There's been so much fucking shit going on in the world as far as that too. Like, did you probably don't know about that C.J. McCreery dude, the singer that was in Lorna Shore and Signs of the Swarm, who got fired from Lorna Shore 6 months ago, and he just like it's been all over my feed because I follow all kinds of band guys, but. Essentially, have you ever heard of that band Lorna Shore?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
They're a deathcore band. They've been around for a while, and like they lost their singer, their OG singer, because he ended up joining that band Chelsea Grin. And then they got the singer from this other deathcore band, Signs of the Swarm, who I want to say we played with at some point, maybe, or some shit. Yeah, DeFonts booked some. So so that singer ended up joining Lorna Shore. They did a record. They got signed to Century Media. Like they signed a pretty decent deal from what I had heard. They recorded a record. And literally like a month before it came out or a couple months before it came out, a bunch of women came out about the CJ dude. And yeah, essentially was like, he's manipulative. He's really shitty, blah, 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 blah. And like, yeah, I mean, immediately the band like kicked him out immediately. And then they didn't know what they were like. Are we still going to put out this record? Cause he's on it. Like, what are we going to do? They did. And luckily it did well. And they still like,
even with his vocals.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people accepted the fact that at least they booted him out right away.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but they made this whole statement just saying guys like, and that record was supposed to come out like a year before it did. Like they had it done for so long. And they were like, guys, like, we really have no other option at this point. Like, we hope you understand and you still give this album a chance. We know he's a piece of shit, but like, please don't make that be the representation of our band. They went about it, I think, in a pretty good way. And like, they already got, or I don't know if they announced it, but they have some dude that was filling in for them from some other deathcore band. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. But recently, last week, CJ went on like because this happened 6 months ago. And then of course that dude just deleted all of his social media because he was probably going to get, you know, fucked up verbally and maybe physically somehow.
Little attack him.
Yeah, but he put this whole video up of like him trying to prove, instead of him like coming out and saying like, yeah, some of this shit was sketchy and I apologize. He like denied everything and did this whole video about him trying to be like, I didn't do shitty stuff. This is what they did that was shitty. And it's just like, man, this is like not a good look for a dude that has like a
victim blaming.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like, man, like that, like I watched it and the whole time, like I watched the whole thing while I was taking a shit. And then eventually after I was taking a shit,
a long video.
It's like a half hour long. Yeah. And it's like, I watched the whole thing. It's on Lamgo. You could see it too. If you even give it's not even really worth the watch, but
I'll get it secondhand from you.
It was just kind of like, I mean, just some of the shit he was saying was just such like, it's just a lot of it is like it was just like, wow, man, like I couldn't believe it. I was watching and I'm like, wow, this guy's really doing this. He's really like gonna try and like write his like try and convince people that he's fine. It's like, good luck, man. And I mean, of course, the internet just filled with outrage of people being like, fuck this guy, he's a piece of shit, blah 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 blah. Like, and excuse me, I don't know the story really that well because I didn't read any of it other than like. I watched that video just because I was curious to see what he said, even though I didn't really know the base claims. Like I'm trying to like the worst thing I had ever seen like that of musicians getting exposed for shit like that was that this happened years ago now, but that musician, he was like a acoustic dude named, his project was called Front Porch Step. And it was one guy.
Yeah, I remember you talking about this. Yeah, like a lot of underage girls.
Yes, a lot of underage girls, and he was
super
like
young too.
Yes,
right?
super young, and he was like fucking with their brains really hard and like convincing them to date him, and he had like 4 girlfriends at once, type of shit.
Yeah.
Is that what that's what that is?
That's what they call
grooming?
You're grooming them to get in their head like this is totally fine. And
okay.
Like, yeah, it's like don't worry.
That's what that term means.
That's what that means.
I have a hard time learning I just learned what virtue signaling meant the other day.
Oh, I've heard that so much recently because of everything that's going on.
Well, it's like the rebuttal to like, it's like to me, it seems like it's the rebuttal of like people that don't want to get behind a lot of social movements. Essentially, it's a term. I think it was a term that was started by some like alt-right type dude. But essentially what that means is a lot of people will claim to follow like a social cause or a social
for fear of backlash.
Yes. Yeah.
I've enjoyed where somebody showed it was like a Chase Bank, and on there it says like, Black Lives Matter, and then like they
Chase Bank did that
somewhere,
okay,
and,
wow.
And they did it was the fuck is that movie with Roddy Piper where he puts the glasses on and he can see what people really look like.
Yeah.
And he puts the glasses on and the sign says, "Please don't burn our place down."
It's really funny.
And like that's kind of what a lot of these fucking businesses are doing.
Yeah, dude.
They're just putting that out there to be like, "We're with you." As long as that means you're not going to fuck up our business, we're with you. Whether that's true or not. And so many places just came out with that right away.
I know. Yeah.
But I'm trying to think if anybody went the other. I mean, I'm sure there's a few.
Oh, that were explicitly went the other route.
Sure. Like all lives matter. It's like, oh no, no, you can't do that, man.
Yeah, you're banking Oklahoma.
Dumb. Yeah,
yeah. Oh man, fuck Oklahoma, man.
Ever been? I don't think I've ever been to Oklahoma.
I've been once.
Yeah. Where in Oklahoma?
Lawton. I mean, that's it. Like that's pretty much it,
right?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, yep, town, nothing, redneck, drugs, probably Whataburger, but
okay.
Oh man, that night we were there. That was when we were on tour with An Enemy in Existence a year ago, like probably right around this time, and we played the shot ass show in Tulsa or in Lawton, and like. We didn't have a place to sleep at because there was like nobody there. We still got paid, but there was not a lot of people at that show. And it got to this point where like we were just like, fuck it, we'll stay in a Walmart. Like, and we all the band, like us and all the Inanimate dudes, we went to this Whataburger to eat and like hang out. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but it's like, man, don't eat a triple cheeseburger at like 1 a.m. and then try and sleep in a hot ass van in a Walmart parking lot. Like, yeah, it's like a death wish, dude. I slept for like 2 hours and I didn't even smoke weed, which was probably the issue. But like, because I probably would have been able to now, dude, if I ever like have to sleep in the van, I just get high, dude. And it's like, bam.
Smooth sailing.
Yeah. I got my earplugs. I got my fucking face mask. I just like, it's the shit, dude. But, yeah, at that time it was just like, oh, this isn't happening. And I like woke up super early and booted Jace out of the driver's seat because I was like, fuck it. We still had like a drive to go. I was like, I'm just going to start going. And like we eventually stopped at a Flying J that had like a trucker's lounge area with AC. Yeah. So I was like, we'll just sleep in these wooden chairs sitting up. And there was like a trucker because me and Max went inside because we were so hot. We tried to sleep in there and we were sitting right next to each other. And then there was like a trucker a couple rows behind us that was just like making commentary on the TV, like slowly starting conversation with us. And we were like, yeah. And then eventually I was just like, I passed the fuck out. I like put in my earplugs and I was like, yeah, sleeping in a chair. And I was just like, ugh. And I woke up and we were at the end of whatever Pirates of the Caribbean movie was playing.
Sick.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, but that Whataburger man fucked me up.
It's another dude that got canceled.
Whataburger?
No. Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean.
He got canceled?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp? What did he do?
Well, it's funny. Turns out nothing. So that chick that he was dating, Amber Heard, who's in Aquaman.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
The big actor.
Yes.
He got when did this happen?
6 months ago, 7 months ago.
Whoa,
you didn't catch any of this?
I didn't hear anything
Dude,
about him.
Insane. So about a year ago
married?
it started. Yeah, to Amber Heard.
Okay.
Like gorgeous blonde. She's in her biggest claim to fame now is the Aquaman movie.
Okay.
She was like the love interest, the redhead in that.
Okay.
Meryl?
I never saw it, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
It's all right. So about a year ago, I think it was, she claimed that he had abused her physically and emotionally. He didn't say a fucking thing. He stayed quiet while this was all going on. And everybody was like, Johnny Depp's a piece of shit. Fuck that guy. Off of Pirates of the Caribbean. And so there that goes. And
they nixed Pirates of the Caribbean?
they nixed him from Pirates of the Caribbean. So the next one, he's not going to be in. If they make another
why
one.
would they even make another one of those shit movies anyway?
They were planning on doing it.
Another one? Aren't there like 6 with him in it already?
5 or 4.
There's
5.
more than 4. There's more than 4.
5, I
I've
think.
seen more than 4 of them.
I mean, they bank. They make money.
Yeah.
And so that whole thing came out, and she claimed, all
Well,
this
maybe
stuff.
I did hear something about this.
So he stayed quiet. He didn't say anything. So the court hearing finally came up for all of this. He busted out all these recordings he had of all the fucked up shit she said to him.
Whoa.
And so she was actually like emotionally abusing him.
Whoa.
She physically abused him.
Whoa.
She cut him with like glass.
Are they still married?
Hell no.
Oh, wow.
No, he got the fuck out. She, the craziest thing of all, and I couldn't fucking believe when I heard it, she shit on his pillow.
She took a poop on his pillow?
She fucking squatted on his pillow and took a shit and then blamed it on the dog. And he's like, the dog's tiny. He's like, what the fuck,
That's
dude?
a human-sized poop.
It was a human shit. Yeah. That lady.
Whoa.
Is
I didn't hear about
insane.
any of this.
Really? And then there was a
Did
campaign.
she get canceled?
Yeah, I don't know, but there was like a campaign. Everybody was like, cancel Amber Heard. Like, fuck her. Like, get her off of Aquaman. Like, get her out. She's done. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened with that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You never hear that happening, really. I mean, unless I'm just unaware of it, but it's very rare.
Came and went, just because it's it kind of
crazy.
It's not the usual.
I know.
thing that happens,
I know.
So.
Well, where's the? I mean, it's like not that. I don't know. I feel like.
But his career like took a shit for a while, like, but now it should come back. But for a minute, it was like in the crapper because of that. Because right away, everybody believed her, and
yeah, that
and
guy's been in so many fucking awesome movies
fine.
already. Yeah,
he's doing
set
fine.
for life.
Yeah. He's also batshit fucking crazy anyway. So
Yeah.
it's like he's good. We don't need more of him anyway.
That's wild. I didn't know about that. I'm gonna have to look that up later after this.
Look
I
it
wanna
up,
read
like
about
at least like the
Is there
shit
a picture
that she
of
did.
the shit
No,
on the pillow? Oh,
but yeah, look it up, man. Like the shit that she did. It's a whole laundry list. Of
Literally.
stuff. And then there's audio.
the actual shit that she did.
You can hear the audio of her like
really
just going nuts,
Man,
like railing into him.
Is it worse than like the Mel Gibson tapes?
No, it's not that bad because there's nothing anti-Semitic
And racist?
and racist. No.
Dude, that
She's
guy's
not that
like, he never got it for that.
Well, his career is over. Now all he does is VOD movies that he like self-produces, basically.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's done some bigger Hollywood movies, like family ones and shit. He did like a Stepfather. Yeah.
I feel like the only reason why they can get him is because he's probably so cheap to get now.
Yeah.
Like
That guy's wild.
yeah, which sucks. He had such a great career when he started out, and then
I know, man.
that's what it
Briggs.
turned into. Yeah, or Max Redachowski, right?
I think so.
How you pronounce it?
Maybe. He's the shit. He was. Well, obviously not after that. Dude, I remember that came out when I was in high school, those tapes. I remember listening to those then and just being like, this is fucking insane. Like, I'd never heard anything like that before. That was like the first time. I thought he was a sick actor before then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But then he did all the Jew-hating Passion of the Christ shit, which was pretty fucked.
Because that came out like what? Like not even a year after Passion of the Christ came out or something?
It was very similar. Like the timelines weren't that far.
Yeah.
And then like...
Everyone was like, that's why you made this fucking movie. Mm-hmm. Like, it all makes sense why it's an hour-long torture porn of Jesus Christ.
I remember I didn't really find out about the Mel Gibson shit until I saw South Park make fun of it, funny enough. Remember they did that episode where he was like driving a truck without his shirt on and like...
Vaguely.
They like ripped into him.
Yeah, it's easy.
And that was like my prime time of watching South Park. So I was like, oh, and then I figured out all the shit that was going on with him. Yeah, but I mean, at the time, like, I mean, if that were to happen now, like if that was to happen, like, let's say in 2019, 2020, even 2018 and a little before, like if those tapes were relevant then, dude, he would have been fucked. I mean, not that he already
wouldn't even have a video on demand section.
It's wild, man. Yeah, I don't... I read he was supposed to be doing a sequel to Passion of the Christ.
What, when he gets out of the fucking cave?
I think like really? An Easter story. Yeah. That was like announced and shit.
What?
Yeah. And it was called like the Resurrection of the Christ or something like that.
Logically the next part to that. I know the story. I may be a heathen, but I know how it goes.
I don't understand why it's the Christ. Why not just Christ? Wasn't Jesus Christ his name?
What do you mean? The title?
The Passion of the Christ.
Was that really? I thought it was the Passion of Christ.
No, the Passion of the Christ.
Oh.
Isn't that weird? Who's the Christ?
Jim Caviezel.
Is that like Jim Caviezel?
Well, that's the actor's name.
Okay.
Yeah. Fun fact, he got hit by lightning while they were filming that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did he like get fused or some fucked up shit?
Nah, he was all good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Probably when he was on a cross like a fucking lightning rod.
Clear sign, don't make this movie. Yeah.
Mel Gibson's like, you know what? I hate Jews just enough that we're gonna fight through it.
He's got some shit going on.
It's weird that how can a guy in Hollywood hate Jewish people? Because like that's a majority of the people in that industry.
Yeah,
like, that's insane.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe I think that is like part of like what he like yelled was like kind of yelling about too.
Well, the tapes I'd all heard, he was just calling his wife an N-word lover.
Oh man,
and was calling her a whore.
That I remember that.
And that like
whore a lot.
Was
he the one that was also bitching about the Lakers tickets or something like that? Or
no, not in that.
Maybe
not in those.
There's a comedian that talked about that where he's like you can blame him flipping out. He's like, that bitch took my Lakers tickets.
He was like there's one line where he's like, you should just shut up, smile, and blow me.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
That's a great line.
Yeah, it's like fucked, man.
What a psychopath. Who was his wife?
Some
was she a celebrity? Was she an actress?
I don't know. She was from another country. I don't remember. Maybe she was a model or something. I don't know. I don't really. She was something.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, but they had like I think they had a kid together.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I think he's got a couple kids, I thought.
Yeah, but I know he definitely had a kid with her.
And then what was the other one? Was it Alec Baldwin that like yelled at his daughter?
Maybe.
Is that the one? Do you remember that?
No.
Really? Very similar.
Whoa,
where he was just bitching her out and she recorded the whole thing.
His daughter?
His daughter, who was I think like a teenager at the time. And just like, all right, you gonna berate me? I'm gonna record this, and it was like right as the era of internet is like, abundantly everywhere. So she's like, upload it. Fuck you, Dad. Like the ultimate like fuck you teenager move, and that one's pretty fucking good.
No shit. He didn't get shit for that.
No, because I don't think he really said nearly as bad of things as like Mel Gibson did. Nothing racially charged in any way, but
was he calling her a whore and shit?
I can't remember. I just know he just like is railing into her.
It's such a funny Hollywood thing that
than
Hollywood dudes say. You're a whore. Like, chill out, man. Fuck, dude.
But I mean, he made a comeback. Like I think that was during his era in like 30 Rock, and
yeah, he was on that show forever.
They went right past it. Yeah. They were just like. He came out and apologized immediately because he looked like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I yelled at my daughter.
Sorry, treated my daughter like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you piece of shit. Like, what the fuck, dude?
That's so
He's
funny.
a kid.
Yeah, I never heard that. I'll have to listen to that.
That's a good one. Those are good tapes.
Shit, man. Yeah, that's about like enough for me to handle. Those Mel Gibson ones are like hard to listen to, dude. We listened to them on the last tour, and I remember just being like, oh man, this is like hard to fucking hear. It's just wild, dude. How somebody gets that fucking pissed.
Didn't he also get like pulled over by a cop and started saying a bunch of anti-Semitic stuff?
Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was like, when that happened, I was so young. Like, I want to say it was in like middle school when that was going down.
Really?
Yeah. I was way fucking young.
Yeah, so you were a child during all that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, I remember it. Like, I remember it enough to like
Yeah.
hear those videos and shit
going on.
and just being like, whoa, this is insane. But yeah, dude, shit is so fucked up.
Oh, Mel.
Yeah. Yeah, old Mel. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. Like, but I'm curious to check out that Johnny Depp shit. I'm definitely going to look that up.
Yeah,
later.
man, you need to see like the fucking insane stuff that like she did. And like, I think there's pictures too of like where he got cut and all that stuff. And
Wow.
like, I think he had a black eye in one of them too and stuff. And yeah, like she is not good.
Yeah.
Which sucks because she's absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's that whole thing that people always joke about where it's like the more gorgeous a woman is, the more insane that she is, right?
Ugh,
You
yeah.
know, and it's like, all right, that makes sense, I guess, with her. Like,
Maybe. I mean, who the fuck knows, man? I hate when like people have to make those like connections with
I
like,
know, it's
oh,
stupid.
women.
It's such a
Whenever I
it's
hear a dude
stereotype
like
for
go down
sure.
that road, they're like, women, right? I just want to like walk out of the room and be like, dude, no, it's probably you.
You know how it is,
you
right?
psycho.
All these
Yeah.
women fucking suck. And it's like,
Yeah, is it all them or is it
all
you?
them? Is it all
Yeah.
them? Have you done any sort of inward looking there, buddy? It's like, nah.
Yeah. I feel like that doesn't happen as much anymore. I mean, at
Dude,
least
can we talk about that thing that happened like a couple weeks ago at practice?
Oh no, I don't want to talk about that.
Ah, really?
I don't want
No?
to. Yeah, no. It's like
Damn it.
shitty, and I don't want to.
All right,
Yeah.
moving along. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't know. I thought about it the other day, and I was just like, that's probably not a good move. And it's just like,
Why, you think they're gonna hear it?
no, I don't think they're gonna hear it. But it's like, I mean, she was clearly like,
Not well.
yeah, and I don't want to like exploit that on here. I think it's not
All right,
good. But some people have some stuff going on.
Right.
I've probably been there before, you know, with shit. Not that.
I don't think you've ever.
Well,
gone to
there,
that
but like,
extreme.
yeah, but
But it
I'm-
touches on the thing we've talked about before, where it's like talking to somebody online and then you berate them in any way, shape, or form in an online dating scenario, and it's like, well, what's the next step? Like, what do you think this person's going to be like? You're right. I
Oh, you mean in a
agree
way
with the
of,
horrendous things you said. I've changed my mind. Let's go out. Like
oh,
that extreme that people take, which I you don't do it, I don't do it, and I don't get it how people, and it's mostly dudes that do it. You
yeah,
know, like right away, like from more often than not from stories I've heard. As soon as they get the no, they're just like, "Fuck you, you piece of shit." And you know,
Yeah.
I didn't think you were that hot anyway. It's like,
it's
what?
fear. It's fear of rejection shit. I think is what a lot of it is. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, who isn't afraid of like rejection? But still,
yeah,
like,
you got to
that's
know how to
such
process it. You know.
Yeah, like an adult, like it's just like, oof, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
We can move on.
yeah,
That's
okay,
fine.
yeah, let's do that because I don't want to get into that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, as far as people go with any of these situations, it's just like us. Like, I don't know. Look at Mel Gibson or some shit. It's like, I mean, who the fuck knows where that guy came from and like what is up with his actual life? But like, I don't know. Some shit happens. It's just like, I don't know. I think it's like in any situation where a person is so afraid to look inward and like recognize their own faults and shit like that, that it's like immediately it's like, can't be me. Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
It's like,
yeah,
it can't
it's
be me.
a
So it's
projection.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's just like, I don't know. We live in this weird ass day and age where it's like, and I don't know if it's connected or if it helps or not, but it's like, I've noticed more often than not, like we live in this age where it's like, all kinds of sad shit is really, really glorified, like in art and movies and music and anything. And it's like people are like real sad boy hours or like sad girl shit. It's like, man, like it's like this it's like this romanticism for like sad things. And it's like, I don't think it's like good, man. Like I love, and that's the thing. I fall into that shit a lot because I love watching sad stuff, but it's like, sometimes I'm like, man, like this is not really like, I don't think what people should be striving for at the end of the day.
I think it's dangerous to do that because it tends to make people use that as a means of attention.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that to me seems dangerous. Cause like,
absolutely.
You know, multiple things could happen. Like, you know, you could go the extra mile and do something terrible.
Yeah.
You know, or you could just go down this path that you would not have gone down if you weren't thinking like, oh yeah, this is a bad, like, you know, like it puts you in that spot that you probably wouldn't have been in if you weren't so exposed to think like, oh, well, it's here. It's like,
yeah,
I got to do this. It's like, I'm just like that too. And it's like, I don't know if you are or not, but like, you know,
well, it's like a lot of people say like great art comes from pain. And it's like,
yeah, no,
exactly. It's like,
know,
yeah, that's
all
exactly.
Like,
and it's just like, I wonder like, what is the, you know, the next generation of creators and artists and people that, you know, it's like, what is it going to be like when they see it?
All this?
Yeah.
You know?
And it's just, and not even just all this, but it's just like all this glorified sad shit. Like you have bands like the 1975 where some of their shit definitely not, I wouldn't say so much anymore, but a lot of it in the past was glorifying a lot of sad stuff in a certain way. I wouldn't say, I mean, it was like they were talking about it, and glorifying is a bit of a stretch. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but it's like, it's definitely at the forefront of some of their music. And I'm like, wow, what about like all these like kids that are really listening to this and their impression? It's like, I'm an adult. When I approach music like that, it's like, I kind of know my creative lane as opposed to like really having something like that shape me as far as like lyrical subject matter or something like that. But it's just kind of like, I'm like, wow, is that really going to be healthy for kids that are like going to grow up to make music that's like, that's going to be the standard? And it's just kind of like, I mean, it's almost like I guess you could say with death metal type shit where it's like you're singing about fucking dead bodies or whatever the fuck. But, you know, clearly a lot of that shit is so tongue in cheek. Right. And it's like when I'm listening to a band like Ecchymosis or fucking Iniquitous Deeds, it's like you can't understand what the fuck they're saying anyway. You know what I mean? It's like you would have no idea unless you were reading out of a lyric booklet. Or like Inherent Disease, what I sent you, I was playing for everybody at the practice
that the Popcorn
spot.
Man?
No, that was another band. That was
that the Bert and Ernie thing?
Yeah, it was Last Days of Humanity.
I watched that video like 5 more times.
Yeah, because it's sick. That song is sick too, man.
I guess, but like,
it's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, that film.
The vocals sound like literal diarrhea.
Somebody in the comments section was like, you know, it'd be really sick if it had these like guttural vocals under it. And somebody was like, they're there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I remember when I first heard it, I was like, I don't know what, like, are there vocals? And Tom was like, he's like, here, listen, and like turned it up, and he's like, that weird gurgle you hear? He's like, those are the vocals.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
That band's
is
sick,
a little too
dude.
much
For me, that
I know, I love it.
It's funny, like I don't know. I think
like,
it's hysterical, but I
yeah. I mean, obviously, that's a band that does it to the extreme. Like a band like Inherent Disease that had the super clean production, but their vocalist still had a lot of disgusting toilet noises. Like, I love that shit, man. Like, I'm a sucker for it sometimes, but Sucker Free Sunday, dude. Today. That should be the title of this episode.
Sucker Free Sunday?
Yeah. Sucker Free.
Sucker Free Sunday. All right.
Like MTV used to do Sucker Free Sundays where they would do like, that was like their like hip hop show for a while. Sucker Free Sundays. It was MTV or MTV2 was one of them.
What do they do? Just play videos?
Yeah. I think just like exclusively like hip hop videos and stuff. Sucker Free, Bill. Man, I remember when I first got like digital cable. And I had MTV, MTV2, and MTV Hits. And MTV Hits was just music videos 24 hours a day.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
I used to keep it on. And I
see, when I was a kid, I had just MTV and it was music videos all the time.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy when that like
changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that was like a big hot button topic?
No, I mean when it existed, period. When MTV showed up, I remember as a kid, like, being so stoked about it
when it came out.
Yeah.
When did it?
It was like 80. 89 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
1990, I think.
Really? That early?
Yeah, maybe
Or
later.
that late?
I
thought it would have been earlier. I thought it was like in the 80s.
Maybe it
and
was
shit.
like in the 80s, but maybe it was just when I got cable.
Oh, and you had
and, like,
access to
I had
it.
access to it. It was,
Gotcha.
it was probably in 89 or 90.
Okay.
And I just thought it was the coolest thing. I just watched everything on there because it was
Like
cool
some
to
Poison
see.
videos and
Mostly like Michael Jackson. I remember like watching a lot of those. I loved the videos because the production was like insane.
Yeah, he had sick ass. His videos were like
and the
mini
music
Hollywood
is, like,
budgets.
the shit, you know. And yeah, I just remember all that. It was like cool. It was so cool to watch that stuff. And then eventually it devolved into
Like the
what it is
Thriller
now.
music video, so sick, dude. You remember the VR finders, and you put the little like circular thing in it. My cousins had one that had like Thriller, and
like
that was
screen caps.
And I remember seeing that before I saw the music video. But I was like a child, so I thought it was scary because Michael Jackson turns into like a fucked up zombie thing, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, I'm not gonna watch this shit.
To children.
Yeah, and then like I saw it years later. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is cool."
Just the music video, yeah.
Man,
I loved it. Like 120 minutes and like Headbangers Ball. Like,
Oh,
all
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
was great, man. The late night stuff.
who was on
there.
Headbangers Ball when you were watching it?
Jamie Josta.
Okay, yeah.
It was awesome. It was so great.
Fuck yeah, man. He played God Forbid.
And I just remember like
and-
whenever like Phil and Simon was on, there was always funny because the guy talks like a moron. Like, Jesus, get the fucking marbles out of your mouth, dude. Like,
Yeah.
There's no way your voice is that low. Come on.
Yeah. Man, I've been seeing a lot of his name being mentioned on the internet recently.
Yeah.
Like people say, like, if you like Pantera, you're a fucking shithead. And I'm like, I get it. But
Thank God he like threw up that Zeke Heil like 2 years ago and not 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, dude. He would have been fucking crucified.
Over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing. Like, I don't know, man. It's interesting because, you know, Dimebag Darrell famously played the Confederate flag guitar, and, you know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, that definitely does not fly.
He had a
today.
Union Jack one, too.
He had a whole fucking slew of them. What's his name? Clinton Lowry of Seven Us recently came out talking about how Vinny, the bass player, played a Confederate flag bass like once at some random show that I guess they had a
Clint
video
called him
for.
out?
He didn't call him out, but he just brought it up and was like, yeah, we were dumb kids like when we did it.
Oh,
we were just
yeah.
trying to like, you know, be edgy, and we thought that was edgy, but looking back, it's just stupid
Where
stuff.
is that band from? Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And Vinny's
The
a fucking
Confederacy.
redneck like a motherfucker. He sounds like Boomhauer.
He's the bass player of Seven Dust?
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
still the bass player of Seven Dust?
Yeah.
Has he been the only bass player of Seven Dust?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Pretty much it's all been original for the most part, except for when Clint left for like a minute and came back.
And then who's the guy that came in?
Sonny Mayo.
Okay, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. And then I think there might have been one other person, or maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe
Sonny
not.
got done dirty in that band.
Well, you can get the OG back. So they're like, get the fuck out.
Yeah. I remember hearing, because there's a good episode of Doc Coyle's podcast where he's on.
man.
Did you ever listen to that one?
Not that one. I've heard
It's
a few
good.
episodes.
Yeah, the one with Sonny is good because he talks about that whole thing and like,
Really?
yeah, how Seven
Ooh,
Dust
I
did him
should-
dirty. It's really fucked up, actually.
Really? What, like, do you remember it all?
Yeah, they just like didn't give him any explanation or any reason, and they were super like, yeah, and then it was just like, oh, you're out. Like,
Like,
yeah,
sorry, Clint's back. He wanted
Mhm.
back in. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. Interesting.
which is like, because that Sonny was on like 3 records of theirs.
Ew.
Are you sure? I thought it was 3.
Maybe 3? I don't know.
Max
But,
has told me many times it's 3,
3.
and that's like one of his favorite bands. So
they do have
I
a
could be wrong,
sick
though.
ass fucking song that they play where it's basically about Clint Lowry. It's great. How he's a fucking asshole for leaving the band.
oh, really?
And they play it live all the time. And he sings along the vocals.
What's it called?
I can't remember. I have to look
Is
it
that
up,
what it's
but-
actually about?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, we could do this.
Well, it's a sick fucking song.
Oh, that's so funny.
So he's like, yeah, we'll do it.
Is it Enemy?
No. That's the Clint era of Seven Dust.
Yeah. What a good song, man.
There's way better songs.
An
Dude.
Enemy?
Yeah.
Dude, that song is sick, though.
Dude, I guess Seven Dust is new metal-ish, right? I mean, they're more
Yeah.
alt-rocky.
But I would say their old shit counts, maybe.
Maybe we'll do a Seven Dust for new metal.
Yeah.
See what happens? Limp Bizkit keeps getting pushed back. It's not fair to Limp Bizkit.
Well, you could pick it, man. You could pick Limp Bizkit whenever you want, dude.
I know, but there's so much other cool shit to do.
I'm probably going to pick Limp Bizkit anyway for the next one.
Which album?
Chocolate Starfish. That was like the record for me.
Really?
Well, that was the one. That's what made me aware of that band. I was a kid when that one came out.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
Yeah, I think the first Limp Bizkit song I ever heard was the Take a Look Around.
Oof.
And I bought the Mission Impossible. That song's sick, dude.
That's so funny. Like,
and I bought the Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack because my parents wouldn't buy me the Limp Bizkit CD because it had the parental advisory sticker. And then I got it later, years later.
I like that album back then.
Yeah, it's sick. It sounds like a hip hop record the way it's produced and like the low end on it. It's like phenomenal. Crazy. Yeah.
Fuck.
We'll save it for the podcast. We'll save it for that episode.
We'll have to talk to Gobo. Maybe we'll do the Biscuit episode because I really like their first album is like one of my favorites. It's fucking awesome.
$3 bill.
Yeah.
$3 bill, Faye, y'all.
That's the one.
Yeah. Your parents named you after that record.
They did, actually. Yeah. The record came out in 83.
Yeah. When were you born?
They sat on 84.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did that record come out in 83? No way did it come out in 83. What year did it come out? In the 90s?
90s, yeah.
Did you buy it when it came out?
Yeah, not right away. Like,
was Significant Other out by the time you got into them, or?
No. It was the first album I bought, but it was like the only album that was out.
Yeah, man.
Because they were touring on like the Family Values tour. And, I mean, Sam Rivers is the reason why I play bass.
Is he the bass player of that band?
He's the bass player, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I'm trying to remember like how I got exposed to it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't remember. I just know that I really liked
a $3 bill.
I like that album and then the Family Values tour video that I had on VHS. Like,
nice.
That's how old I am. And I like almost wore the tape out on that thing. I watched it so much.
What's the song on? I know I've talked about this meme before, and I wish I could find it. Spencer Morris tagged me in it once a long time ago, but it was like this dude gets in an Uber and then he's like, "Where are we going?" And then it's like the GPS, it's like, "Take him to the Matthews Bridge" or whatever. Is that what the lyric in that song?
Wait, what?
Now take him to the Matthews Bridge.
That's the lyric.
Yeah. Like that was like, he's like, "Where are we going?" And he looks out, like they show a screen cap of like like Google Maps, and there's like the Matthews Bridge, and then he looks up and it's that album cover is like in the windshield.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
no,
it's a sick ass meme. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. He looks up, it's like the album cover to Significant Other, which is a sick album cover.
Fucking funny.
Yeah, fuck, man. They had some weird ass album artwork. Was Wes Borland in the band when they did $3 Bill, y'all?
Yeah.
He's always been in that band.
Yeah, up until wherever that Green album was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the Behind Blue Eyes cover.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Massive for them. There was another song on there that I did actually really like. They had a music video. It's like Thora Birch in it, but I can't remember
and then
what it was called.
He was only gone for that record, right?
I think so. Right?
Did he come back for that one weird ass one? That was like Totalitarian Society Part 1 or whatever the fuck it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know.
It's got like a dictator on the album cover. I don't want to talk about this now because I'm like, we'll probably talk about it on the podcast, or you know,
it's a Gold Cobra.
No, it's
the Unquestionable Truth.
Yeah,
Part 1, but there's no Part 2.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if he is on that. Who was the guy that replaced them?
Let's take a look. That was Results May Vary was the album, and
Eat You Alive was the song that I liked from that.
Mike Smith on guitar.
Yeah, where was he from?
Snot and the Start.
Right, he was the other Snot guy.
Yeah.
That was a band I never got into. I wonder if Gobo.
What band?
Snot.
Yeah, I never.
When that guy died, I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
The singer?
Yeah, Lane Staley.
Yeah, this is weird. Okay, so yeah, this guy did come back, or Wes Borland came back for that EP.
That weird Part 1, whatever the fuck that was
called.
called.
Yeah, the Unquestionable Truth Part 1. Man, I want to listen to this band later. I haven't listened to Limp Bizkit in so fucking long.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Why would I ever, like...
Why would you never not listen to Bizkit?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm in the same boat as you. I haven't really listened to them in a while.
Yeah, you're probably... I mean... Yeah, wow. I'm not going down this hole right now, but yeah, I hope we do. We should do that Biscuit episode. Just coordinate and do that.
Yeah, fuck it.
I think it'd be fun. Yeah.
You hear that, Gobo? I can look at the camera and tell you. Hear me, Gobo, right now?
Yeah, you hear me, Gobo?
Biscuit next.
Mm-hmm. That'll be good.
No choice. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Shit, man. Better Days. That band's got a new record I think they're sitting on, too.
Yeah, I mean, they're back together, right? Because they did that last
Gold Cobra.
Which I don't believe did very well.
Probably not.
But yet they're still together.
Yeah, they have an untitled record called Stampede of the Disco Elephants.
Okay. Didn't DJ Lethal leave?
I don't know.
That part of it too?
No, he's still in it. He's back. In 2018, he's back.
All right.
Yeah.
Back in business then.
Was he like a big part of that band?
Yeah. He was the DJ, dude.
I thought it was like Wes Borland's shit, though.
What?
Like, that was like he ran the show in Limp Bizkit.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. If you ever heard like his solo stuff, it's pretty different and wacky.
Gotcha.
So I think if he had his way, Limp Bizkit would not sound like what it does.
Does this say they're on Cash Money Records?
Really?
The band left Interscope and signed up with Cash Money Records in February 2012.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Yeah, that's insane. And apparently Ross Robinson did one of the...
I'm sure.
They've released singles from it, but they haven't put out the actual record. I don't fucking know. That's weird. I'm not going to go down that hole right now.
Yeah, just save it for later.
Yeah, considering the fact that, like, I don't think that band... I don't know. Yeah, I haven't heard anything new from them, I don't think at all. Especially from Gold Cobra.
Nah. I mean, the latest thing I've heard was the movie that Fred Durst did, John Travolta.
With John Travolta? Is he in the movie?
Yeah, John Travolta's a star. It's fucking terrible. Like,
but Fred Durst directed it?
Wrote and directed it, I believe.
Whoa, okay. I never saw it.
Yeah, John Travolta is like this crazy fan that is...
Limp Bizkit fan?
No. So it's, you know who Devin Sawa is? Do you remember Final Destination, the first one?
But I don't...
Idle Hands, like the kid from that, the blind.
I don't remember the guy.
Oh. You ever watched Little Giants?
No.
Okay. Well, that kid, so he's an actor in the movie itself, and John Travolta's like a huge fan and is like goes overboard trying to like stalk him and all this stuff, and it's not good. But the best acting that Devin Sawa ever did, I think, in his career is in that movie.
Really?
Because there's a scene where he's driving with his son and he turns on the radio and there's a new Limp Bizkit song playing. And he's like, dude, this is sick. And the kid's like, what is this? He's like, this is Limp Bizkit. I was like, God damn it. Give that man an Oscar because there's no way he liked it.
Oh, yeah, that song.
Yeah.
Did that movie end up in
so
theaters?
Generic sounding too, which is what's up?
The movie end up in theaters?
If it did, it probably was
Limited
not
run.
long.
Yeah.
It's not a good movie. Gobo is probably yelling at me right now, like, fuck you, it's a great movie.
Oh, yeah. What's it called?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Fred Durst and the Fucking.
Yeah.
Man,
John Travolta is really bad.
I'm sure he fucking is.
Because he also played, like, the character is, like, autistic.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough to watch, especially in, like, now.
I wonder how much he got paid to do that. You don't see John Travolta in a lot of shit anymore.
No, because didn't he, like, renounce Scientology?
I don't know if he renounced it. I thought did he renounce
he got
it?
out, right?
I didn't know if he got out.
I thought he did.
That's why he's not in movies. I feel like that's
why
why
his career tanked.
Really?
His career did well because he was in Scientology.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why?
You ever seen the documentaries like Going Clear or any of that shit?
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah,
but
they
I thought it was. Yeah, I wonder if he did renounce Scientology.
I think so. I think that's why. Because the whole story was, you remember when it came out that he was like getting tug jobs at a fucking massage parlors?
Yeah.
Like, so the story behind that was Scientology trying to like ruin his career.
Oh, but
because he was trying to leave.
Yeah. Weird. I don't think he did leave. I can't. No, I can't. I don't see. I can't see. I can't tell. He's done a lot of soundtracks though.
Really?
Like, yeah, from like singing in the movies he was in and shit.
Right.
But yeah, I'm looking up the name of this movie here. The Fanatic.
That's it. It was on like Amazon Prime or something. Like,
this is insane, dude.
Look at John Travolta. Like, he looks insane.
Yeah, he looks
Haircut,
real bad. Yeah, weird
rough.
bowl cut looking thing.
Rough.
Then he was in a movie called The Poison Rose with Morgan Freeman. And Trading Paint, which was a sport action film with Michael Madsen
All right.
and Shania Twain.
What?
So he's still in movies.
Yeah, he's still going, but it's nothing big.
Yeah. I mean, big enough, at least. I still like that part in Going Clear where fucking, what's his name?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. He's singing that song at his birthday party and he's like zooted the fuck out.
Dude, he is yayed out like a motherfucker.
And he's just like, oh man, what, what song is it? Isn't it like...
Fuck, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's so fucking sick though.
It's
and
amazing.
It's like,
and like everybody around him was like, you're the best.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man, what's the song? It was so fucking good. It's like a really cheesy white people song too.
oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Something with rock and roll. I'm down to music, down to get my soul. Oh
Who's
yeah,
that?
I love that old town rock and roll.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that is it. And he like screams it. He's like, I love that old town rock and roll. Yeah, like tucked in business shirt, sweating.
Just losing it. Yeah.
What a psycho, man.
Yeah.
He was in The Mummy. I'm trying to think the last thing I ever heard of him in. It was that Mummy movie. It had to be.
That was the last like big thing.
I know.
And that tanked horribly.
Because
that was the second attempt of
we've talked about that on here.
The monster universe.
Yeah.
And it did not go well. Yeah. Russell Crowe is Mr. Hyde.
Oh.
Dr. Hyde, sorry.
He's the evil one?
Or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's it.
Mr. Hyde's a fucked up guy.
Yeah. So he's
Who played Mr. Hyde?
a CGI character.
Was it
they never showed him. I don't know. I watched it too. And
in
I
The
don't
Mummy?
remember. Yeah.
He's in The Mummy as Dr. Jekyll.
He is like an antagonist in that movie.
Oh, in The Mummy.
Mm-hmm. In the new movie.
What was the other one? The Invisible Man?
That was supposed to be the third one, but they were like, we're done. We're not doing that. Just make it.
Oh, okay.
That was a
what
fun
was the
film.
first one?
Dracula Untold?
Who's in that?
Fuck if I know. I want to say Orlando Bloom, but I think I'm wrong about that.
He plays Dracula?
I don't think he plays
I
Dracula.
hope it's Christopher Lee that's dead, but
Definitely not Christopher Lee.
yeah. He was the best, dude. He was the shit.
Count Dooku.
Yeah, when he was Dracula, man, he was fucking scary, dude. He was in all those Hammer Dracula movies with Peter Cushing as Van Helsing.
Yep.
Peter Cushing kind of looked like my grandma.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Grandma Tarkin?
Grand Moff Tarkin.
He looked like my grandmother.
Really?
Yeah.
Your grandma looked like Peter Cushing.
Kind of in the face, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, she was old, but...
So was he.
Yeah. They have the same, like, eyes. Those bug-ass, like,
really?
eyes, yeah. Man, Peter Cushing. Yeah, he was in Star Wars.
Yeah, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Wasn't he CGI'd, too, in one of the movies?
In Rogue One.
Yeah.
Because, he had passed away long before that.
That looked really good. I can't wait for 10 years from now when we go back and watch Rogue One and we see him and we're going to be like, he looks like shit.
Well, people are already saying it looks like shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It does. You could tell it looks like a video game, but like...
Yeah, it's a little rough.
Yeah.
And like, one of the things they point out is like, anytime you see him, the lighting is like super shitty because they're trying to hide it. And I saw
But it's like watching Tony Soprano's mom in the third season of The Sopranos.
Why,
where
she's CGI'd?
She died in the making of the third season.
Oh, no shit. So
after the second season. So
what did they do?
They killed her off in that season. But like they just, dude, Nate was just talking to me about this because he was rewatching The Sopranos.
Everybody's like rewatching Sopranos
and like,
right now.
I know, fucking posers, except Gobo and Nate. But
no, specifically you guys.
No, Gobo knows that show probably better than
Gobo's a piece of shit. He knows.
Whoa, I didn't say that. Looking at you,
heard
Gobo.
it here.
But they CGI imposed her in her house, and like they did kind of what they did with the last episode with Chef from South Park, where it's just like they used old sound bites,
Really?
and just and shifted the dialogue
children.
around it so to where it didn't make any sense. Where she's just like shit talking Tony, and it's just it
like
looks
the audio
so
doesn't
bad,
like,
dude.
sound like it in that room. Like
It's so bad. It's
least they
fucking
tried.
shot, dude. And she's just like sitting there like it's like fucked up, dude. I swear to God. It's like she's not even like moving. It's fucked.
That's awesome.
Like, you should watch The Sopranos just to see that. Yeah.
I wonder if I can find just that scene.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube. I could send you a link or something because I'm gonna look it up again. Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Yeah, that actress died. Like,
oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's
so
unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
No, I saw a thing where they were talking about how like the Princess Leia one also looked really bad in Rogue One, and then somebody did a deep fake and made it look better.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What's a
that's
deep
funny.
fake?
You haven't seen that at all? Like
No.
the deep fake videos where it's like you can like essentially control the face of like anybody and like make them do and say whatever. It's crazy looking.
Yeah, I don't know
They
what
look
that is.
insanely real.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you do that? The computer?
I have no idea.
Microsoft with Ableton?
Look it up, man. It's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I will.
This is the kind of thing that makes Danny probably shit his
So why
pants.
didn't they do that in the actual movie then? Yeah.
I have no idea.
Princess Leia in which movie?
Rogue One at the very end when they get the plans to her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they CGI her too in one of the Star Wars movies? The last trilogy?
one, yeah, 'cause she had passed away.
Yeah.
During the filming. And that's...
And her
yeah.
daughter's in the movie.
No.
She's been in a bunch of shit. She was in something else I watched recently. I
I
don't
want to say her
remember
name's
what it
Zelda.
was.
That's not it. That's Robin Williams' daughter.
Yeah, Zelda. Because
Is it
his
Olivia?
favorite. I don't know. I don't
No.
fucking know their names.
Why not?
Because it's Princess Leia's daughter.
Fair enough.
Or not Kathy Bates.
Ooh, come on. You can do it.
It's not going to happen, man.
Really?
Catherine.
You're close. Like, at least you got the C right.
Claire Corbin.
Dallas.
Carrie Fisher. Bam! There we go. Corbin Dallas, dude.
Yeah. Fifth Element, bro.
Corbin from The Fifth Element. Chris Tucker
My favorite
playing
movie
Princess
ever.
Leia in the next Star Wars trilogy. Aren't they doing another trilogy?
I have no idea.
They're probably going to keep pumping those motherfuckers out now that they own the content.
I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I've heard some rumblings about stuff, but
I thought there was another trilogy that was going to be going down. I don't.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll get one director to do it all.
What was it? J.J. Abrams did the first and
and
last.
third one.
Yeah. Why did he not do the other one?
Some commitment to something else or something like that, I guess. I can't remember.
Wow, you figure Star Wars is a pretty big enough commitment.
Right. I don't know. Maybe Star Trek again?
Maybe it's. Oh, did he do that too?
Yeah.
Man.
That guy was like
Guy's got his
sci-fi
hand in-
king.
Yeah, he's got his hands in a lot.
Will's like Cloverfield spin-offs.
Did he do those too?
Mm-hmm.
Did he do the OG Cloverfield?
Mm-hmm.
I like those movies.
They're fun, but like, did you see the weirder one where it's like Cloverfield Paradox?
Yeah.
And like that one, it's obvious that they like shoehorned in the Cloverfield thing.
Yeah, but that's
You
why I
know.
thought it was sick. Because it was
I like it
almost-
because it gives a little explanation as to like,
yeah.
what. Supposedly they're making more. They're supposed to be continuing this lore. or
I hope
whatever.
so. I think that like if they're doing some type of like,
I think the first two are awesome. I love them a lot.
and they're all three of them are so different from each other. They're all like completely different styles of movies, which is sick because like Marvel, you get the same fucking thing every time, almost
Well, it's
every
cookie
time.
cutter. Yeah,
Exactly, and it's like them like these universe like and Cloverfield. It's like, do I think they're like award-winning movies? No, they're
They're
entertaining
fun as
though.
shit,
Yeah, they
yeah.
are fun. Like the one with John Goodman, and he plays a psychopath.
That
That
one
was
is
like,
so
Yeah,
good.
and
That's
he
the
was
best
so
of the
good in
three
it.
easily. But
you think so?
yeah, I think so. First one was like is a lot of fun just because it's like this found footagey thing and like it was interesting at the time at least
Oh,
not so
yeah.
much now but it's still a lot of fun. Like I've watched it recently. I watched them all recently and
Really?
yeah.
Where are they all on?
Oh, I own Cloverfield and
The other one was a Netflix
Titan
exclusive,
Cloverfield.
right?
Yeah, I watched
Wow.
that recently on Netflix because I like Chris O'Dowd. I'm like this dude's a shit. Like he's a dude
Yeah.
that loses his arm
Oh,
in it. Yeah, he's great. And I forgot how I
forgot about that.
when I
should
watched it the
rewatch
first
those.
time, I was like, I was like, all right, it was all right. And I watched it the second time. I was like, all right, I liked that a lot more. Like the second time.
Paradox?
Yeah, I liked it a lot more. And yeah, it's cool. And then they got the dude that played, what the hell's the character's name from Civil War, the bad guy in that? Zemo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that actor.
He looks like the singer from Death Heaven.
I don't know what that guy looks like.
Looks like that
Do they
guy.
look identical? That's
They look
funny.
they look somewhat similar.
I forgot that guy's name.
Singer from Death Heaven?
No, the guy from Civil War.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know his name either. I don't know the singer from
I don't give a
George
shit
is the
about the
singer
guy
from
from
Death
Death
Heaven. Dude, I was listening to that band the other day on Shuffle, and I was just like, man, Sunbather was such a sick record. I know.
I believe you.
Yeah. I could like give a fuck what that band does anymore, pretty much.
Are they still?
Yeah, they're huge
Yeah.
now. Yeah, they were like, yeah, they're big. They have like 2 or 3 records since that one. That was the last one I really, really liked, though. The other one, Nate really likes that band. I think he still listens to them a lot too, or somewhat. But came out with a record last year or 2 years ago now, probably 2 years ago now, and that one was all right. I don't know. Yeah, don't want to talk about that. So I just don't give a shit enough of a shit.
Yeah.
No, it's just like because I'm gonna like I don't give a fuck about this enough to talk about it. Like,
Fair enough.
yeah,
There's other
yeah.
cooler bands to talk about. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, bands.
Limp Bizkit, go.
Yeah, fuck, man. I was listening to something the other day that was really cool, and I was like, man, I haven't listened to this in a while. I forgot what it was though. So clearly, it wasn't
Must have been
memorable enough
amazing,
for me to
yeah.
want to go back and listen to it again. But
I've been listening to stand up again.
yeah,
Yeah, I went through Kyle Kinane's entire catalog on
fuck.
Spotify and just like forgot how so fucking. I was gonna actually send you guys, the Roman Ring guys, one of the tracks from this one because I was like, dude, if he had told this story like a week ago, I'd be like, oh, this is about Danny. Like,
oh yeah,
he's talking about. It's a great bit because he's a Chicago guy and he was talking about him and his buddies like went over to like their friend's place and he's like, this is how you know when you're an adult. It's like when one of your friends like buys a couch, he's like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, you can just get a couch, man. Like, they're all over the place for free, man. You can just get a couch. He's like, this guy bought one because he's an adult. And so they go to this party and he's like, yeah, it's like, we don't give a shit about the couch. We just want to go out back and smoke cigarettes and weed and drink beer, you know? And as they're doing it, a cop comes down from the 3rd floor, comes to the party, and everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? They're freaking out because like some dudes aren't even 21 and like,
oh
yeah, they're like, whoa.
he is from Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from the burbs, but he hung out in Chicago a
Yeah.
lot. And he'll talk about it and it's like in some of the bits, like talks about going to Fireside Bowl and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And one of his specials was done at the Metro.
Oh no shit,
Mhm.
really?
Yeah.
Did they do a lot of comedy shows there?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised that they do.
I've never heard of one happening there. But,
You know, a decent amount. I'm sure, like,
Yeah.
because he's also a musician
oh,
who played in like bands and stuff. Nothing successful, but I'm sure, like,
what
I
did he play?
think he was a bass player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of
and,
bands? Just like,
Like punk.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and I imagine he probably like specifically was like, "Oh, I want to do the Metro because it's the only way I'll ever get to play the Metro." You know, like probably like one of, one
Yeah.
of those things. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would do that. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
me too. That's cool. The Metro's a big enough room.
Yeah, and but yeah, it's good. The bit that he does even about was like Fireside, where he's talking about. He's like, he's like the bathroom at Fireside Bowl was voted as the worst bathroom in Chicago. And he's like,
Whoa.
I don't know if
really?
you know, but that's a lot of bathrooms to beat out. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It's rough.
I
It's
never
gross.
went to the Fireside. Isn't it
It was-
still there?
Yeah, it's still there. It's been.
They
I
redid
thought it was like heavily remodeled, but people have been telling me it's not. It hasn't been remodeled that much.
Mhm.
Because like they did a movie in there. The Breakup. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I heard you were telling me about it. I never saw it.
And that's the Fireside in there. Which like when I
Oh,
saw
fuck.
that movie the first time, I was like, oh, bowling alley, whatever. And then somebody was like, that's Fireside. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I've never seen it that well lit and clean in my life. Where's the stage? But
Did they have like a stage there? Like a
Yeah.
built stage?
yeah, when you you walk in, and it's like any bowling alley where you walk in and the lanes are all like right in front of you. But to the left was like the stage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a little stage set up and PA and everything. And, you know, it wasn't the most amazing sounding thing in the world, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Saw some of the sickest shows. Like anybody you ever known that went there for a show, it was a sick ass show.
I think Alex saw Counterparts there once.
Really?
Yeah. I remember when that show went down. I didn't go, but we'll probably maybe we'll talk about it on. Oh yeah. Good. So we're gonna do.
We're introducing another new segment.
Yeah. So we're gonna do another musical episode. This time with Alex Damsky, returning guest, and we're going to focus on like metalcore stuff. So all the stuff that we can't talk about with death metal or new metal, like will probably, hopefully fall in under that category.
The shit in between, basically.
Yeah. So that'll be a lot of fun because he's got a lot of stuff to say about that. I think he's like the perfect guy for it. So,
okay.
Yeah. So we're going to try it out soon, but the next plan is to do a music episode, and then we're going to do 2 in between, and then another music episode, and we'll rotate between the Gobo, Nate, and Alex. So yeah, it should be fun. The next up will be Nate, and then we're going to do Alex. So yeah, or we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and then that's the cycle from there on.
Yep. So yeah, it should be cool. Anyway, yeah, what time is it right now? Oh, only 9:30. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah, it is fucking early, man. See anything cool?
No, my Amazon subscription.
Tanked?
No. No, my monthly the subscribe shit that I buy. Not subscription. Subscription.
What do you buy?
It's just my cat stuff.
Oh.
Cat food.
It's coming?
Yeah, it's the beginning of the month. Every month.
That's cool. I don't do any of that, but...
You save like 10 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, we got that. There's that option for, because I buy my dog's food on the internet from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there was a while where like I was scamming them kind of, where it was just like Amazon was like, this was when I was living in Elmwood Park still. I don't think it's happened since we've been living where I'm at now, but we would order like a bag of dog food and it would supposed to be coming a couple days, and then it wouldn't show up, and I would be like, what the fuck, guys, like I need this food for my dog. Mm-hmm. And then I'd call and complain. They'd send me one the next day, and then literally like
other one.
Dude, yeah. So I'd be like, oh, 2 bags, okay.
How many times did you do that?
That happened twice to me.
Oh, okay, that's not that
bad. No, it's not that bad.
They'll like flag your ass if you do that enough times.
I know. Yeah, I know they will. That's why I'm like, but yeah, and then I realized like they're like the amount of money that they make, they'll just do shit like that. They'll be like, yep, here's another one for free.
Yeah, it's not hurting them.
Exactly. So
got to keep that 5-star review up.
I guess of Amazon. Yeah. I feel like they're just going to own everything one day.
Pretty much do, you know?
Yeah, they're getting there. Man, remember when Amazon only used to be books? Do you remember that?
Not really.
I remember it because my grandma was a librarian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she'd be like, we could get this on this new website called Amazon.
It's called Amazon.
I remember it, dude. I remember the old Amazon boxes and shit.
Check it out. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know how to read, so that wasn't really on my radar.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's crazy, man. That it used to be only books, and now it's like
everything.
Yeah. You'd probably buy a penis ring on there if you really wanted to.
Bet you could.
I bet you could. I'm not going to look it up.
Go into incognito mode on Google Chrome, and hopefully it doesn't fuck up my Amazon like
recommendations. Yeah, that's the only reason I don't want to do it. Yeah. Yeah, it's because it's all targeted shit that comes from there.
I know.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's so annoying when you look up something like moderately like innocuous, and then all of a sudden that's all that shows up. I'm like, I know. Fuck, dude. That is annoying.
Dude, the other day I was just talking about something with my mom, and then I got ads.
Penis ring.
They have penis rings?
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh, don't know. Okay. Ooh, and they're in stock for $13.
Dude, buy one.
No. To jerk off with?
Yeah, dude. I guess. I don't really know the point of it. Alex would.
I don't know. It's just more pleasure.
Just show me. I don't want to. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Click the one order.
Get one, man.
I'm good. I think you can get those. What was it called?
Pumpkin Moon.
Sounding? Is that what it is?
Sounding? Oh, yeah. That's when you
the rods like
that's when you increase your pee hole.
I don't know if you necessarily increase your pee hole, but you like
I thought
stretch it, but I don't think you stretch it out. Right? I don't know.
Dave was talking about that on his show once.
Yes, that was one of his endorsements. It was sounding
one of his endorsements. Yeah.
R.I.P. that show. God
I
damn
know.
it, Dave.
What the fuck happened to that, man?
I don't know. At least once a month, I'm like, I wish he would do it. I wish he'd just fucking start doing it.
It was fun.
Again. It was so fun.
Yeah, I used to listen to it.
I don't know. I was hoping he'd catch up with us.
Yeah.
Now we're on almost. I think we're at 156 episodes.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
Like that. Yeah,
it's so crazy.
I know.
Like how many episodes we've pumped out.
Yeah, it's
like,
fucking
it doesn't
wild.
feel like it. Like there's a lot of bullshit of us out there.
Yeah, for real, man. It's so weird because these podcasts, in a way, are like timestamps for a lot of people. You know, like.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've gone back and listened to some old episodes, but when I do, I'm like, oh yeah, man, I remember when I was like in that zone or that that time of my life. Like, interesting, Yeah,
I haven't done that in a while. I'm like afraid to do that. I'm not good at like looking back on my life.
You're not too bad though. You seem more, I wouldn't say less open than I tend to just say whatever and like, you're pretty good about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's life.
Yeah, I know. It is life. It is life.
It's kind of cool to have that time capsule.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'll go back one day and listen to it all. Maybe.
Like, God, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I'm sure I would, dude. Like, fuck that podcast. Our podcast is like I think both of my previous relationships I was in.
Oh, it's
like long-term ones.
Of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably pre both of those. Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude.
Trying to think how far back and who you may have been. I wonder who the first person was you started dating when we started doing the show.
I thought it was Mariella. You could bleep that out.
I don't think.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, maybe. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure you were single when we started the show.
Yeah, it could be true. I don't remember. We would have to listen.
Yeah, we should do that one of these days. It's just like listen to like the first episode or something and just talk about it.
We should do like a commentary or something like that.
We are.
I would totally be down to do that, man.
It'd be fun.
That'd
be another good one for us to do.
Yeah, go back and listen and be like, ugh,
like, wow,
I hate myself.
Stupid we sound, dude. Like, oof.
Yeah.
I do remember it not sounding particularly good because we did it at the old
you
warehouse.
Remember that in that room?
In my old like, storage unit warehouse area. So it's like very even boomier than it is here.
Yeah, way boomier.
And it's so fucking funny.
And then we went into that one room. With
it was a little bit better.
Yeah,
but
it was wild.
Yeah. We've been around.
I know, man. Yeah, it was crazy. Because I lived in Melrose Park. It was like less than a 2-minute drive to get to your fucking place.
It's so convenient.
Yeah.
Right over.
Now it's not the case. But that's all right.
Such is life.
Yeah, dude. It's an adventure, man.
It's been crazy doing this for so long. And
yeah.
And then, I don't know. We've been evolving with it, which has been nice. And hopefully people dig it now that we have like the multicam set up and the table and
definitely.
It's turning into something.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely it is.
And we're so close to that custom URL. So close.
I know.
98 subscribers. 2 more.
God
Guys,
damn it.
Just fucking subscribe to it.
Yeah, we'll pay you.
I know you probably watch a lot of YouTube videos where they tell you to hit the bell so you get notifications. I'm telling you right now, you don't even have to hit that. If anything, turn the bell off.
Yeah.
Just subscribe. That's all you gotta do.
What does the bell do? That's notifications.
It pops up on your phone. Like, new episode. Yeah.
I don't have that for anything on YouTube.
I have it for your mom's house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I like pay for the
premium.
Yeah, which is like slightly uncensored.
Yeah.
It's not that cool.
That's wild.
You get it ahead of time, but
which I guess is cool.
Kinda. It's only $5. And I like that show, so I'm like, they can have my $5.
Yeah, I used to pay for Joss's show, and then I stopped because I stopped listening.
Yeah,
I never like. Yeah, I haven't listened to it. I mean, I'll listen to it when he has like a sick dude on, but I just listen to the free episodes.
What's he on? Because he's on like very specific
Gas
stuff,
Digital
right?
Network.
Yeah, he's not on anything else, right?
Well, he's on. Yeah, I mean, his podcast is on all the streaming services and shit.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just like the newest episodes.
Oh, that's fine by me.
But yeah, you know what I think that's what his deal was. It was like the podcast for like the month or something were up, and then like,
oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, But it's not like everything. Who has he had on?
Most recently, episode 527 is Dot Coyle.
Oh yeah, that's what Nate was talking about. Remember?
Yeah, where he's talking about what fucking Tommy Vex had to say.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. I don't even want to think about that, man. I don't even want to think about it.
Bro, it's George Soros and the Clintons, all right? And they're behind all this. That's what's destroying America.
Oh my God. Okay.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Who else? Joe Cotella of Dead.
Nope.
Scott Ian.
Oh.
Jake Bannon.
Oh, I bet that one's cool. Jacob Bannon's been on a couple of his that are fun to listen to.
It'd be funny if he talked like how he's saying. Just screaming that screech.
Have you ever seen Converge?
Hell no. I don't really like Converge.
Oh, okay.
No.
I saw them once.
Really? Where at?
The House of Blues.
Who are they playing with?
At the Gates was headlining. It was At the Gates, Converge, Pallbearer, and Vollenfire. And it was like a decibel tour. I went with Hasib. He had an extra ticket, and he was like, "You want to go?" Cool. And I was like, yeah." So we saw. I wanted to see At the Gates, but we went for the whole thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. That wasn't the last time I went to House of Blues was for Issues, and that was last December. But probably before then, I wouldn't be surprised if that At the Gates show was the last one I went to there. I wonder. Maybe it was. That was a cool show, though. At the Gates is sick live.
I believe you.
Yeah, that band is like, it's like, I don't know. Like they've been remaking the same record a couple times now, and it's sick. But yeah, now I'm at this point where it's just like, nah, do I really care? But and they're doing another. I mean, it's always cool to see these bands that come back and they like actually still pump out records. I think that's awesome. Mm-hmm. And they've been one of those bands to do that, which has been cool. And they're consistent. Both of the records they put out since they've been back are like good. Like I've enjoyed both of them, but it's not really any like
wasn't too groundbreaking.
Yeah. Like they did a tour with, it was like Behemoth headlined At the Gates and Wolves in the Throne Room and shit. And that would have been like a dream tour of mine 10 years ago. But
it's fair.
Yeah. Now it's just kind of like, well,
like,
yeah, yeah, man. It's funny. So funny. Like, you see these guys that go to all these different shows and like props to them, you know, like I think it's awesome. And I think it's a really cool thing when people like dedicate a lot of time to do that stuff, but it's just like, it takes a lot now for me to like go out to a show.
Well, what about once like shows are finally a thing? Like because we can't go to any.
I know.
So is there a hunger for it at all?
If anything, I miss more of just like the social aspect of going to like a Something Is Waiting show or a Baron Air show. You know what I mean?
100% agree.
Yeah, I miss that. But like, do I necessarily miss like seeing Vader live? No. You know, I saw them like a couple months ago, but like, you know what I mean? It was like
hanging with a bunch of Polish dudes from the South Side watching Vader. Come on.
Sure. You know, but you know what I mean? It's like, I just miss it. I miss playing them, you know?
Yeah,
of course I miss it, but it's just like, I don't think it'll change me wanting to go to more shows, but I guess it really depends.
Like initially,
I think it depends on like how it's going to roll out, because if we don't have a chance to tour, maybe I will want to go to more shows just to go, you know, but if we
it's safe.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, it's seemingly like things are going to open up, you know, and which then of course shows could be a thing, but I don't know, man, I'm pretty weary about doing it. Like I'm weary about going to the fucking patios, you know, like,
oh yeah, me too.
I'm
not doing that shit for a while. No. Seeing a bunch of sweaty motherfuckers hanging out at the Reggie's rooftop, it's like, yeah, good for you for supporting that amazing restaurant,
right?
I will take my food to go though.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm still whenever I do, I try to order locally, and you know, that's my contribution at least, you know, but I don't want to go. Yeah, it's crazy because like you've probably driven past them, you just see it's just people on top of each other, and it's like, ugh.
Well, yeah, like Nate was saying, when we were driving we both took Sacramento to get to the spot. We passed by Big and Little's, which is that restaurant. It's on like Fullerton in Sacramento, I want to say, and it was packed. Like their patio was packed, and there was a line to get into the patio.
Yeah,
it's just like insane.
Like to hang, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, dude. I mean, whatever. Like, I can't stop them, and like, I'm not going to be like.
And I'm not going to be out there. You guys shouldn't be doing that. It's like whatever. You're adults. Do whatever.
And oh man, the other day, because there's some states that are like, Texas is doing shows again.
Yeah. Like, so it's like Ohio, I think.
Yeah, there's a bunch of states that are doing it. I saw somebody, I don't remember who it was.
Texas is fucked. Indiana's fucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Somebody was like, somebody posted a status saying like, if I know you and you're playing a show, you're like dead to me, or you're like a piece of shit, something like that. And I'm like, whoa, really?
Okay,
like,
calm down.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, is that actually
much.
how you feel about it? Yeah, dude, it is a little much to me. I'm just like, that's kind of fucking.
I mean, like
insane.
It seems like things are, for the most part, it seems like things do seem somewhat safe, So I think if that option is there, that you generally want to go out, you generally want to do it, go ahead.
Yeah.
However, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it, but don't bitch at somebody.
Exactly. It's a your own risk thing. If you're a human being and you want to go to a show, I don't think you should blame the artist or the people going.
It's like, yeah, I think you're idiots, but do what you want to do,
Yeah.
And try to be safe as much as you can, and
yeah.
Who knows, like. But at the end of the day, it's a Democratic hoax, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, duh.
Did you see that thing also? I'm sorry to go back to it, but the Trump rally where if you bought a ticket, you had to sign a waiver that said like you won't sue him, the venue, if you get COVID.
No.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. Like, but even though he is, and not so many words come out and said like, it's all bullshit, like at least initially. Now,
yeah,
he believes it, but then his own son is.
I just can believe that statement when he was just like, yeah, if we don't do testing, there will be lesser cases. It's like
he's not wrong.
Yeah, but it's like, how can you?
How dangerous?
That's like, yeah, that's like saying if you give a 2-year-old a pencil and paper, and he won't draw stuff if you take away the pencil. You know what I mean? It's just like, what kind of dumb fucking?
It's so dumb.
It just makes no sense to me.
And people cheered it and like.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, less cases. Oh, I was like, you guys are
but because you don't know about him. I mean, it's just like out of sight, out of mind. But like
the other thing that was funny, I don't know if you saw, but he gets a lot of flack for the way he drinks water. Have you seen that?
No,
dude. There's so many videos where every time he drinks, it's always with 2 hands. Always. Without fail, it's always.
So why are people?
Well, and I mean. As if there's not enough fuel to attack the guy for. That's one of the things that people tend to attack him for.
That's so funny. People get so
like, it's such a thing that at the rally, he was like, look, drinks with one hand and then like throws the glass down and the whole crowd goes nuts.
Really?
Yeah. It's
because
crazy.
He was disproving that he only drinks like that?
It was insane. It's like, and somebody like made a comment or like, really? Like, that's what you're going to bring up this thing? I was like, of course he is, because if he talks about the real shit that's going on, he's going to look like a fucking idiot. So, yeah, that's way easier for him to do.
And he's playing his fans too, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think part of him knows. Yeah, I think he gets it.
As much as an idiot as he seems to be, he is a smart guy with that.
Yeah, he's like the first president I feel like that we've had in this country that's like a performer.
Yeah, I mean, the closest thing would probably be like Reagan, who was an actor, and like Gabe brought up something interesting where it's like these moments for guys like him that take advantage of the media / like technology of the time. So for like Reagan, it was like film back then.
Yeah.
Before that, I forgot who he said, because once again, Gabe's a much smarter man than me. But he mentioned like, it was a radio for another guy. And it was like, like the first time TV and all that. And then for Trump, it's like reality TV. You saw him.
Yeah.
And that was like what got him into the mindset of people, and it's like, all right, that makes sense. And the internet, Twitter and how he talks. So people knew who he was and went from there.
People just fucking hate him, man. I don't remember ever living through a presidency where he was there. They were so vehemently detested by people.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like
Bush Jr. was just like, he was like the dumbass. You know what I mean?
He was like,
but even he was like renouncing Trump recently.
Oh, yeah,
and it was
sure.
just like, wow, like.
Well, it's interesting because like I've for me, I've grown up mostly around like people that were, Democrats, so I didn't really see a lot of the Republican aspect of people. I have one, like, couple of relatives that are, but I don't really see them that much. And, but even then, like, I don't remember that much. I remember people talking shit about Bush, but it wasn't like nearly as bad as what they do about Trump, you know? And, but then I've since seen stuff where people have said horrendous shit about like Barack Obama and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I would imagine if you're on that side of it, you're probably seeing the same stuff that people say about Trump, about Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Just we don't see it because we're not on that side.
Yeah.
But it's also more evident now just because of internet.
Yeah, obviously.
How quickly you can post your fucking opinions, if you want to call them that, about somebody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
It's so readily available. It's not. Yeah, when George Bush was president, it was like the internet. You had to go on a chat room and be like, "That guy sucks," right? And then a few people were like,
George Senior or George Junior?
Junior.
Oh yeah.
Like Twitter wasn't a thing. Facebook wasn't really a thing.
Did that come in the Obama era?
It took off more in the Obama. I think it was around the Bush's era, but it was like when it was like college kids only.
Yeah, I wonder if Trump's gonna win again, man. At first, I thought it was like a shoo-in, essentially. But now after this, all his reactions to like everything that's been happening, now I'm just like, man, I wonder if it. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins again, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't win.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like we tend to just go with the familiar, regardless if it's good or not. Like
Bush Jr. and fucking Obama were both 8-year terms. Yeah.
And I believe Bush Sr., right?
I don't know. I was alive when he was on his way out.
Okay. I was very much around for that.
Yeah. Who's president when you were born?
I don't know. 84? I have to look that up. But what were we saying?
Presidents, man. So weird. Such a weird system we have.
Yeah.
Right?
It's also just aggravating because, like, so his competition is Joe Biden. It's like, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. And it's just like, think about like
all the people.
Yeah. It's like nobody's ever happy at like 100%. Like our country's never happy 100%. And then on top of that, it's just like
Reagan was president when I was
okay.
So
yeah, damn, you old as fuck, boy.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, dude.
The old trickle down economics.
Yeah.
See, it's working.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Dude, and like it's just so funny to me because our country turns into chaos like in a matter of 4 years or less or more, like depending on who we have. It's just like
it is.
Wow, what a horribly unstable system that we have. But do I know anything smarter, or do I even have the right to make any commentary? Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm too dumb for that shit.
I mean, we've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you're looking for any sort of political input, this isn't the show for it.
Yeah,
sorry,
definitely not. Yeah,
we'll chime in like we're doing now.
Yeah,
but there's vastly smarter people in this world that I think if anybody out there is looking for the information, you can find it.
Yeah, we've had a lot of guests on here that are smarter than us about it. Yeah.
Well, oh man, I won't bring that. I'll talk to you about it later, but it's just funny. Yeah, like, and I also get flack from Gabe if we talk politics on this show.
Really?
Mostly when Eddie's on and he starts talking politics, then Gabe gets
because there was that one infamous episode where he was doing it and I wasn't here. It was Jack.
Yeah, I don't know. Anytime and then it's worse because Dave goads Eddie into it, and then
Dave Kirsch.
Yeah, and it's so funny because he knows it's so funny, and then I get to hear it at practice. And I get to hear them yell at each other for it.
Yeah, man, that's so funny. Why does Gabe not like that?
I don't know. He just doesn't totally agree with the things that Eddie says, and then he explains to him in great detail as to why that opinion is not very sound.
Well, Gabe, welcome to America.
Goddamn America.
Yeah, where you're going to get everybody, a lot of people probably in that same lane.
Yeah. I think most people are, I mean, he even says it too, and he's right, where it's like, why the fuck should you? And this, even we fall under this umbrella of like why should you listen to somebody like us? And I remember I posted a thing and I set it up saying like, just so you know, like I work a physically intense labor job. I got my shitty associate's degree and it took me 7 years at a community college to do. Like, I'm not a smart man. Okay. Yeah. I'm smart enough, but I'm not a smart man. So don't take what I'm going to say totally to heart. All right. Because I could be wrong. I don't know. It's merely an opinion of mine. And here it is. And I presented it. I forgot what it was. I think I was talking shit about Bill Gates conspiracy.
Okay.
I'm like, come on, guys. You know? But people are going to believe what people are going to believe. And
but they are.
It's been interesting to see that like side of it. And somebody I know that's a huge proponent of the Bill Gates like theory posted a thing today or yesterday where he was saying like, because he doesn't live in this country anymore. So he's just like, I'm just watching it from afar, the United States just falling apart, all because of the Democrats and the liberals and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, it's their fault.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
Okay.
And then I made a joke where I was like, it seems like anytime you see somebody that has a Facebook profile picture of an American flag in it, and then bonus points if it's a skull with the American flag, I've seen so many of those. You're gonna hear some ignorant, like racist ass shit, you know, or thinly veiled racist ass shit, and that's like all that ever comments like on his part.
Yeah,
like, yeah, brother, America is fucked. It's like American flag. I'm like, ugh,
and a skull.
It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it's
or like,
funny.
Especially with the Black Lives Matter movement. Like, I'll see the whitest motherfuckers like be like, this is a bunch of bullshit and they're a terrorist group. And it's like, dude, who are you to fucking chime in?
Who the fuck knows?
The fuck up, dude. Like, you don't know. Like, that's the point of this. You know, you being as white as you are, you have no idea. Your perspective is so far from theirs, you know?
Yeah.
So you have zero, like, nothing to stand on. Like, so don't chime in. But, you know, they're afraid, I guess.
That they are. Well, come November,
just get out
we'll
there and
see
vote.
where this country truly lies. We will see.
I don't even know who the Republican candidate is.
What do you mean?
Well, like, it's always three. You know, it's the current one, and then it'll be...
Oh, a couple other guys?
It would be a Republican, right?
What do you mean?
Democrat, Republican.
Yeah,
and
Trump, Pence.
But who, like...
Oh, who else is running for Republican?
Yeah, I would think they gotta have somebody.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, the last year.
Well, it was the dude from New York, right? Remember, he got trashed.
Who?
What was his last name? I don't remember. There was that one dude. He got voted out of the primary.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Republican. What was it? 2020.
Yeah, it'd be 2020. I just remember like the candidates for the Republican Party was like insane how like bad it was.
We have Bill Weld, Joe Walsh,
Joe Walsh from
not that, and Rock de la Fuente.
I don't know.
2020 Republican Party primaries and caucuses. Bill Weld from Massachusetts was him. Candidates. I thought there was another one. Donald Trump, Rocky, Bill Weld, Joe Walsh, Mark Sanford. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing.
I don't know. Not ringing any bells.
Yeah. Well, Bernie lost.
Well, he backed out.
Yeah.
He was like, I gotta take care of some shit here. And good for him, man. That's awesome. Like,
yeah. But
it's a bummer. Like, that's where.
Oh, man. There's so many people on Facebook saying, like, you all fucked this up. Like, which could be very true because Bernie didn't, like, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You guys blew your fucking shot at this again.
I don't know if it was necessarily like our fault. Like,
yeah, I know.
I mean, he really did back out because of like COVID, and he was like trying to do his part in helping with, you know, people.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why he backed out of the primary. He's like, I got to take care of the people, man. He's like, fuck this. Like, I can't concentrate on a campaign right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not anybody's fault but COVID's fault if you want to go after something. Yeah.
Well, man, we got creepy ass Biden.
Yeah. Mr. Wants to make marijuana illegal again and all that shit.
Illegal again?
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to make marijuana illegal?
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Oh my
The
God.
gateway drug. You know, the old, this is your brain on drugs, fried egg. That
Shit.
type of thing. Yeah, really weird. It's just like, oh man, why are you old man in us right now?
Yeah, give
Like,
us
come on.
Gary Johnson, who's like a dumbass and pro weed. Remember his stupid ass?
No,
Gary Johnson, he was the Green Party, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
And he like there's like this infamous video clip of him like pretending he's high on like a debate and like making
Really?
fun. Yeah, because somebody was dogging weed and he was like pretending he was like doing an impression of being high and how it's not bad. It was so funny, dude.
Oh my God.
He's a clown. He's like, it's good that he's not president because he's
right.
not.
Yeah. That's
And then he didn't know what Aleppo was when all that shit was going down. Like somebody was like, well, how would you handle the situation in Aleppo? And he was like, what's Aleppo? He literally says that. And like the CNN guys are just like staring at him like,
fuck. All right, let's explain this to him.
yeah. Sick dude.
Give him a
Gary
chance.
Johnson. I think it was Gary Johnson. Yeah, it had to be Gary Johnson. Is that his name? Yeah, it's yep. What a fucking idiot.
I mean, he sounds like he is just as qualified as the current president, so I'm surprised it didn't work out for him.
Yeah. He looks like
Oh,
yeah, Gary
okay.
Johnson, man.
Yeah, I do remember him now.
yeah. Well,
Oh, politics.
good times, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh,
Like,
Rand Paul. Rand Paul was the other, and Ron Paul were Green Party guys, but they always flip flopped, right? To like
Rand
Republican.
Paul, didn't he come out with some shit that people were like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they all flip flop. Like it's
Yeah.
You know. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't know, man. 2020. It's anybody's guess, you know. Like, although, like I said, this initial rally that Trump had was such a fucking bust that makes me a little hopeful that maybe this is the last we'll see of him. Hopefully, and we can fuck
Then we
off
get Biden, and
get
then
back to
he'll
work and
criminalize weed again, and then I'm
that
fucked.
won't go through.
Yeah, I wonder. That would be kind of ass backwards to like destroy an industry like that.
So stupid. It'd be
Yeah.
stupid. I'm sure the right people would be like, dude, we're making way too much money.
Yeah.
Let's not. It's fine. We'll concentrate on some other stuff.
How long we been going for?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah, just 20 minutes. Yeah.
We're in a time suck right now.
How long have we actually been going for?
2.5.
Should we call it?
Yeah, we can call it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Let's do it.
What do you got plugged?
Nothing. I don't got shit. I got a
Anything
pro
good?
controller. That's what I'm
That's
plugging.
sick.
Rick Tauber's coming on next week. We've been trying to get him for fucking ever.
And
So-
it took him moving away for me
yeah.
to fucking get him on here.
So
but
that's cool. We got his ass coming on. Yeah.
yeah, and then we'll be doing death metal episode.
Yeah. We'll
Following
have our
that,
picks
so we'll have the
announced.
picks for
Yeah.
it, and, yeah.
Yeah.
That's as far as we thought ahead.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, COVID-19, 2020, horrible year.
Well, I forgot. It was a couple days ago. I was out to lunch with my dad, and the bill was 2020. And I was like, normally it's a good year, but oof.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
As like a joke.
Yeah, you know, I always, you know, I
good
was
year.
Like,
Yeah,
what was that told? Came out to
2016, yeah.
1946. Good year. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn, where'd you guys go?
It was like McDonald's or Wendy's.
Hell yeah.
Or something.
Damn, both you guys ate for under 20 or under $21.
Yeah, it's just the two of us.
Hell yeah.
I don't eat that much around this time because it's too fucking hot in the shop.
Oh,
and I don't want
yeah.
to be like bogged down by a fucking
Yeah.
like triple burger.
Yeah, McDonald's fuck you up.
Yeah, they don't have a grilled chicken sandwich. That's fucked.
They don't
Nope.
anymore.
No, they only have
The
fried.
buttermilk?
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is good. I like it, but I don't know. I like a good grilled.
Do you go to the
chicken
McDonald's right by your shop?
sandwich. Yeah. We usually go between McDonald's or Burger King.
I like that McDonald's.
It's good.
Yeah, they never
the service
fuck
is
up my
always-
shit there.
Yeah, they're always really good.
Yeah.
I never had issues with them. The BK is good. And, yeah. You get the Wendy's
Yeah.
over there, White Castle. I do like White Castle.
Where the fuck is there a White Castle?
Do you know where the Boston Market is?
On North Avenue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's right next to
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's not super far from your shop.
No, not at all. Yeah. Usually we'll pop over in that area if we go to like Menards or something.
Okay, yeah. Damn, you guys eat White Castle for lunch?
Sometimes.
I'm surprised you're not slipping and sliding fucking after that, dude.
Yeah, it's a long way to the bathroom from that 4th floor.
Yeah, I know.
It's like I'm like finishing the last cheeseburger, but I'm like already out the door.
Yeah, I would be too, man. Fuck. Man, I haven't had White Castle in so long.
Dude, it's so good. I love it.
Every time I have it, I'm like, yeah, this is sick.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It is so good. I do like it.
Oh, man. There was one time. Oh, man. Adrian had toured with In Full Darkness, and he came back from one of the tours. And me and him went to White Castle. And we like ate as many as we could. And we just got sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just get a crave case.
I don't remember what the fuck we did. We ate it there. I remember that. At that White Castle. I want one on North Avenue.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Well, here, I got a plug. Speaking of food, this place called Small Batch in Forest Park. I was telling you about it.
Yeah.
The new barbecue joint on Madison Street. Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll have to try it.
So fucking good. So yeah, I would. You guys are looking for something to eat that's something local and it's not a chain of any sorts. Small Batch in Forest Park.
If you live there, yeah.
No, they deliver, so you can get it
How far?
if you live close enough. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Won't deliver by me.
Now with that attitude,
probably with no.
You got to pull the Elaine Bennis and like cross over the border.
Yeah.
Which I was like trying to think. I was like, which one of my friends is the closest that I can get over to there and get Kuma's because I can't get it delivered to me.
Oh, really?
I'm just out of like the
delivery restriction. That's far too from you.
You can get to my place quick.
From Belmont in California?
Yeah. Jump right on 90. Boom.
90 to go
290.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go to 290? Like go into the city and then around to 290 or go the other way?
You can go either way.
Yeah.
I think 90 to 290 is the fastest.
It might be.
It's usually I take 290 to 90 to get there.
Okay, that makes sense. Get on the junction there.
I haven't had it in so long.
Yeah, I had it yesterday.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was good.
Should order can we get it to practice? Probably. We're close enough, right?
I just picked it up, but yeah. Well,
anyway,
thanks for listening, everybody.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this worked out and you get to see 2 angles on the show finally. Otherwise, it's going to be either just all Jason or just all me.
Yeah.
Can't wait to edit this.
Yeah. Good luck, man.
Just, I have an idea what I'm going to do. So we'll see if it works out.
Oh, yeah. Well, sweet.
Cool. Yeah. It was awesome. Rick, we'll see you next week. And we'll see
Thanks
you guys
for listening,
next
guys.
week.
Yeah.
And, if you haven't subscribed, guys, please.
Yeah.
Please do. We're so fucking close to having a URL that's not LQZPNR2. Yeah.
Is that it?
I don't know what the fuck
I'd be sick if you knew what it was.
I haven't in my life. It's like 47 odd some characters. It's crazy. And I'm not Rain Man, so
that's fair.
I don't know it. But cool. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Take it easy, guys.
Ending.
Oh, you want me to do it? Okay. Yeah. Hey, guys. Thanks for listening to this episode of Just Me and Bill on Nothing's for No One. We did it old school style, so thanks for checking this one out. If you made it all the way through here, and if you did, please fucking smash that motherfucking subscribe button. We need 2 more. I'm literally thinking right now if our band accounts have subscribed. If not, we're probably going to do that, but still subscribe anyway. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week with Rick
Tuber.
Slick Rick. What is it? What was it on that? Rock Solid Rick Tauber.
Yeah. Rick Tuber.
Rick Tuber.
He gets really mad when you say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Rick Tuber.
Fuck you, it's Tauber, you dick.
So, we'll be back here with him. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch you next week.
Perfect.